Beaners?
Hey!
We are back. We came back.
From Indianapolis, we're back from.
That's where we're back from.
Yeah.
Indianapolis.
And we're totally not filming this before Indianapolis.
No, Indianapolis. No. This is fucking post. We just met you guys. We did 5 shows, and they were all great, other than the one where I shot that guy with a harpoon. But he shouldn't have heckled. Don't heckle, guys.
Yeah.
You don't want you to
Especially
die.
during his harpoon bit.
I mean, I have it in my hand. It's crazy that you're going to say something then.
Yeah.
Anyway, good job in Indianapolis. Proud of you.
Man.
Thank you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
How are you, by the way? I never asked you how you are. I never asked you how you are.
I'm doing good.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Guys,
No.
that's what we don't care about that on Spoil the Beans, how people feel. We care about dates.
All right, we got some dates coming up, some stand-up dates. We're out with Brendan Shaw, baby.
Mr. Big Brown himself. I'm Little Brown, and we got...
Dangerous Brown over here.
That reference will make sense soon.
Okay, so coming up in August 1st through the 3rd, we'll be in Nashville.
August 1st through the
Zany.
3rd. Hometown for your boy, Tennessee. I'm a Memphis cat. Everyone from Memphis, if I know the people who do listen, come on up, bro. Come fuck with me. So come say hi. You know I love you.
Yes. And then Portland, 15th through the 17th. Derek will be there.
Portland, 15th through the 17th. I will be there.
I will be at a wedding in Napa Valley. I do have a +1 if someone wants to go.
Beaners, throwing that out there. We'll put that in the poll. Who wants to go to the wedding with a sign?
Yeah, instead of going to Portland. All right, and then just look up online on tfatk.com. Brendan Schaub's tour dates will also be in Houston,
In
Denver, Pittsburgh, Charlotte, Philly, Dallas, Salt Lake City, Kansas City, and San Antonio. Oh, and also Tulsa.
And Tulsa as well.
We'll be all there. That'll all be before the end of the year.
That's for this year. And then next year, don't you worry, cities that we didn't say, that you listen, you're like, oh, wow. Because next year, we're coming to you too.
We're coming to you too.
But this year, all those cities we just named, we are coming to you. Look at Brendan Schaub, tfatk.com to find those dates. Beaners, come say hi. And I know it's like, oh, bro, we have had Beaners come out. We've had a guy come out wearing a motherfucking hardball jersey. Buddy, if you're listening, we love you. If you're listening to this episode, we love you. Thank you so much for coming out in Cincinnati with that fucking hardball jersey. Go listen to the hardball episode. It's one of the best episodes.
It's my best guess of all time. For
sure. And one of my favorite Keanu Reeves movies. Hassan.
Now, before we get into this week's movie, I got to tell you about Free Willy. I watched it.
The reason they're here?
Yeah.
You want to talk about something else first?
Yeah.
Free Willy.
Free Willy.
That's
I watched
last
it.
week's.
Yeah, that was last week's movie. And I
you
watched
watched it?
I watched
For the
it for the
first
first time. And
That movie's been out since you were 6 years old or 5 years old.
No, it came out when I was 1.
I thought it was 94.
93. I was born in 92.
Sorry, I thought it was later.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been my entire life. I've seen many ads for it, and I finally watched it. And yeah, it was exactly what I expected.
It was Free Willy.
It was Free Willy, man. It was like, I couldn't be mad at it. I couldn't be,
It's hard to be, you don't watch it and it's not like, you watch it and you're like, okay,
I get it.
okay,
I get it.
I'm with this. I'm with this movie.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah, I was
that's
with
the feeling.
it.
That's my feeling as well.
I was with it.
I'm with it.
If I was
All
with
right.
it. I didn't look up the Rotten Tomatoes, but if I had to guess, probably not a critical darling by any stretch of the
I had to guess,
imagination.
it was probably like a 50%er. It's probably right down the middle.
Yeah, probably. You want me to look it up? Let's look it up right now. Free Willy, Rotten Tomato.
But this movie, as you watch it,
58%.
wow, it's right on that.
Yeah.
As you watch it, that's what it feels. It feels like, man, this isn't bad.
Right.
It's not bad, bro.
It's not
It's
bad.
not bad. I swear to God, it's not. Free Willy is not a bad movie. It is not great.
Is it ridiculous beyond all belief?
No, that's all. But I love that
yeah,
movie.
absolutely. So
The fucking whale and him buddy up like.
I'm very curious. I should look this up. I wonder how many what's it called? Scenes he actually shot with the actual whale.
And then with the animatronic.
With an animatronic whale.
Yeah.
I'm very curious. There's no way they let him actually fuck around with a real whale that very often.
Just probably a couple of scenes.
Yeah. And I know we were supposed to call 1-800-SAVE the whales, but we're not going to do that.
Oh, yeah, because
it's going to take too much time.
It's going to take too much time. And just let me tell you something, Banners. The whales are going to die.
Yeah, I mean, we're all going to die.
Whether we call or not, yeah. They're gone. They're gone. So, let's move on.
You know what's interesting? I looked up what the whale who played Free Willy, Keiko, that was his name. So Keiko was in captivity, and then after Free Willy, everyone was like, "Oh, we should free that whale," because you just need.
He's a famous.
You need publicity. Yeah,
He's a famous. Bro, think about this. He was the most famous whale, especially at the time.
Yes. Oh, I mean, maybe of all time.
Shamu.
Is Shamu like an actual whale, or is this just a bunch of different whales that are called Shamu?
Probably a bunch of different whales that are called Shamu, but it's like maybe it's like that's the whale.
I mean, that's the whale. I guess it had to be an original Shamu.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Keiko, there was like a big
Free Keiko
campaign to
movement.
free Keiko, and then Keiko couldn't adjust to the wild and died within a year.
Oh, you mean like obviously?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a dumb guy. Hey, Beaners, I'm a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
I know that animals that are in captivity cannot live with animals in the wild. I don't know why I know that, but some reason I know that.
Well, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Just makes sense in your brain, don't it?
Yeah. Apparently, Keiko longed for human activity, like human contact, and the authorities kept Keiko away from people. And then he just sort of died in a year. He got sick, but probably due to like just like that mental state of like
Mental sadness
of
and all,
loneliness.
and all the other animals are like, get your fucking weird ass,
Yeah.
you weird whale who doesn't know how to do shit.
Yeah, right? Doesn't know how to hunt.
You don't know how to do shit. What the fuck? You're useless.
Doesn't know how to be in a pod, really.
Bro, people are fucking. You know how dumb. And you know whose fault that is? People, not the whale.
Yeah.
That's us, bro. That's us. That's how stupid we are.
Yeah, that person, that whale was just kind of in a. Well, you know what it is? Because it's like I think that one at least learned to enjoy being around people. Like the blackfish whale, Telecom, didn't like people.
Yeah.
And
Oh, the one who murdered him?
Yeah, obviously we shouldn't have let him around people, but this one like loved people.
Yeah.
Whales have different personalities.
So clearly, be smart and let this whale live a happy life. If it's living a happy
Or
life,
live the happiest life it can.
Then it can.
That it can.
Absolutely.
And I think with people would have been the happiest life Keiko had.
yeah, probably not dead.
I mean, it probably would have been dead now.
No,
It's
I'm
been a
saying
while.
dead's not.
Yeah,
as
yeah, but
happy
like
as-
not, but like clearly, bro, he died of unhappiness. Like whatever actually killed him, that mental state brought it on.
yeah, mental
You know what I mean?
whale.
Well, no, it's because it's like if you're unhappy with your life and you get a sickness,
You're going down.
yeah, you're not gonna use your
And you're
energy to stop
lonely.
it, and you're lonely.
You have nobody telling you. You have nothing to.
You have nobody
push
giving you pets like the humans petted you.
Or other animals that at least just like maybe another animal. I mean, other animals wouldn't give a fuck. Actually, other animals in the wild ain't giving a fuck.
Animals in the wild
bro.
don't give a fuck.
I love that about animals in the wild. Something so it's something
Oh,
so
it's
nature
very
about
natural.
that.
It's very primal.
Come
very,
on,
like,
right? It's so nature. It's so nature, bro. Wait, what movie were we talking about?
Free Willy.
Oh,
Yeah, we got off on a Keiko. You know what? It was beautifully shot.
That's what I thought too. I
It
said
was
that. I thought it was.
beautifully
Come
shot.
on, the shots of they made the little boy and the whale look fucking cool as shit.
Just everything. Whoever the cinematographer was, fucking good job. Good fucking
Yo, we
job.
like giving out good pats on the backs.
Yeah,
Let's spoil
the
the beans.
cinematographer for Free Willy. That was like it was from the get go. I was like, oh, this is gorgeous.
Yeah, it was pretty.
This is good. The shots were good. You know everything. The light,
Yeah.
the color, the
Colors,
lighting. Yeah.
The 90s 3-hour-long intro.
Right. Oh my
you like
god.
that?
Oh, this movie was an hour 50 minutes. It could have been an hour 20 minutes. Some of the shots were so goddamn long. It easily could have been 20 minutes shorter at
Yeah.
the very least, just because like everything just went on forever.
And Ben Adana, perfect movie.
Yeah, like like them trying to get the whale into the winch to lift him up. It's like it did not need to be that long.
No, bro, we get it.
Yeah.
We got that the whale was gonna be hard to get in the truck no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter how you got the whale in the truck, we were like, man, that's a task. You know what I mean? That's a motherfucking task right there. Did you like it though?
It was entertaining. It was definitely entertaining. It was one of those movies where if I had TV and it came on, I would watch.
Did you like any of the characters, or not like? Or is there anything that I missed? Or
I thought the kid was a bad actor.
kid's a bad actor. The kid is not. The kid would never have made it in Sandlot. I'll tell you that.
He doesn't make good choices. His only choices are I love Willie and I'm mad. Those are the only two things he does. I thought there would have been there was a great moment that he could have had. I thought when he gets knocked out in the pool or whatever, and then the Native American guy played by a white guy brings him home, and
Wait, what was that?
the Native American guy played by a white guy. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that, but but you know, and then so the Native American guy offers him a job.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have him have a job all summer. And Michael Madsen's like, oh, thanks for taking care of my kid. And the guy goes, I'm not your son, or you're not my dad.
You're not my dad.
It would have been a good choice because he just got a job working with Willie, which he wants. If he said not my dad, but he was happy about it. He was like, you're not my dad.
Yeah.
And he walks off all happy because he got the job.
Why is he absolutely fucking pissed?
He should be happy. He should be happy, and he should also be like, it just makes the character more interesting.
His jumps were so rash.
Yeah. There was no nuance in his show. But I mean, he's like 7.
7.
Or like, you know what I mean? So it's like there's only
So be a better actor.
Yeah.
So fucking learn how to act, 7-year-old.
Oh,
You're in a
yeah.
fucking primetime movie.
Also, that dude doesn't know how to play the harmonica. They definitely ADR'd it.
Yo, and they made how crazy was it? Was the whole movie?
A lot of harmonica. A little too much harmonica.
Only guy that's ever been a critique of a movie ever.
Yeah. It's just a lot of unnecessary harmonica in this movie.
Yeah, this movie. The more you know, what's funny about these kind of movies. That if you watch it, you're like, oh, pretty good. You talk about it, and you're like, this is the worst movie I think I've ever seen in my life.
It's
The more you talk about it, the more we're talking about it, the more I'm like, yo, this movie is horrible. But when you watch it, you're like, man, it's not bad.
it's just
The cinematography too.
it's the cinematography, and it's a little bit of that. I can compare so many movies to Fast and the Furious.
Go ahead,
Clearly,
baby.
my favorite movie. It's just
that you haven't seen.
well, the later ones. It's just so ridiculous that you believe it. You go along with it. It's like, what are we gonna do? Not be like, oh, you can't put a whale in a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Like, come on.
It's yeah. So it's like, but it's like if you were to like break it down as an actual movie, no, you can't do that.
No, can't do that.
We can't do that at all.
What we're
What
trying
is-
to do right now is bad.
Yeah.
Hey, what did you think of the whale motherfucking jumping over the goddamn goal line
Bro.
to the end zone?
With fucking Rudy.
Rudy.
That's how I felt. I was like,
Dude,
yeah.
that
fucking-
shot is great.
Yeah.
But no, the jump over is crazy, bro. Because it's like there's no way he has enough speed. Yo, there's no way he has enough speed.
There's no way he could. Yeah. From what are you at the NFL Combine? Just from a standing position to jump that high, dude. You're Willie's gonna fuck around and get drafted with that sort of vertical. What are you doing?
Dude, I guess the point was the whale really wanted freedom,
Yeah,
and we can all learn from that, Beaners.
and that's Free Willy.
Mexicans. I mean Beaners. We'll be back.
We'll be back. Hey,
What up?
Beaners? This is your intermission right now.
Before we get into the episode you are here for, really quick, thank you for listening. We
Yes,
love you.
We do. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Rate and review this podcast on iTunes.
Please rate and review. That stuff matters. We could use the help, and we would appreciate it.
Yeah, tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it.
Tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it. You keep going back and listening to old episodes. That's
Yeah.
how we know you love it. We appreciate that.
And yeah, follow us on Instagram at Spoil the Beans, and then you can find our individual Instagrams. We're linked on everything. Follow
Eric
us on
Poston, Sanamad.
there.
Yeah.
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 Oh, and shout out to Greg Scamato for making our theme music. If you want some more samples from him or maybe help from him, check out gregcanhelp.com.
Yep.
Yeah. And now back to your future presentation. We're back.
We already are back.
We're back.
We never went anywhere.
We're back.
We never went anywhere.
We're back.
And we back. Hey, are you ready to do an episode of Spoil the Beans?
Yeah, what are we doing? Are we doing a movie this time? Can we please do a movie? Can we please do a movie? Please, I want to do a movie. We never do movies on this
I know,
podcast.
I like to talk about flowers growing
Yeah.
and just breaking that down to you.
Yeah.
Photosynthesis.
Yeah.
Which I think is exciting.
Yeah.
But you don't want to hear it.
It's crazy you know how it works that well.
I'm a smart guy.
Yeah.
But since you don't want to hear that, how about
Yeah.
this?
Okay.
How about instead of hearing about photosynthesis, you tell me
Oh, okay.
what you think happens in the film,
Ooh, it's a film.
better yet, the movie,
Oh, it's both a film and a movie.
The Players Club.
The Players Club? Huh. Never heard of this. I'm assuming it's a black thing. I always assume it's a black thing. All right. So, incoming racist guess.
I can't believe I'm best friends with you.
Incoming very racist
Just
guess.
because the word players is in it.
And I don't know it.
But you keep on going, brother.
Yeah. Those two things combined makes me think it's about black people.
If you say anything, no, what? I'm not even gonna say it. Go ahead.
About pimps, because that's what this movie is about, baby. This is about pimps. Yeah, that's what it's about, and it's about the trials and tribulations of
being a
pimping,
player.
like, but real deal. Like you gotta
Real play, real,
like
yeah,
real like
players.
pimps, like real people who like fuck with women's minds and like have to are like running from the
And it's
cops.
like a group of. It's a club.
It's a club, yeah,
Okay.
and then maybe it's like a story of like how like you get to see how different people became the way they are.
Anybody in it? Come on, give me one black person.
Vivica A. Fox.
Okay, Vivica is a player.
No, she's one of the girls.
Okay.
You probably know what some of the girls do. You know, maybe one's a girl.
Is she like one of the madam kind of girl, like a more boss or bitch? You know what I mean?
No.
Or is she a lower?
She's more like she probably has like a kid or some shit that she has to like. This is the only way she can get food on the table for the kid.
Ooh, this movie's dark.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like that. Like that's her
Okay,
character.
wow,
That's Vivica A.
yeah,
Fox's character.
okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then some of them, and the pimps, some of them are like, their dad was a pimp, or like their father figure was a pimp, or their dad was a pimp, and this is just the life they knew.
Yeah.
Maybe one guy like suck it out.
What do you mean?
Seeked it out.
Oh. Okay.
Suck. I don't know. Suck was the wrong word.
Oh, you mean a person he didn't have to choose his
He
life?
didn't have to choose his life, but he was like, I want this life.
Ooh. that's
Yeah,
never
and he's
good.
probably like violent.
That's never healthy. Yeah, that person's usually violent.
Yeah. And maybe
what's the conflict in this?
Ooh, yeah, shit. This is
'Cause what you're saying sounds like a dope documentary.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
there a rival club? Is
You know
there-
what? Vivica A. Rival club.
There could be rival pimps. I don't know how to.
Don't be ridiculous.
You're right. I'm being ridiculous.
West Side Story with pimps. Get out of here. You know what? It's Vivica A. Fox trying to leave the life after getting sucked in from like the guy who.
like the bad guy?
the bad pimp.
Whoever this
and,
bad guy is?
Yeah, and the good one helps
Wait,
her
there's
out.
a good pimp?
Yeah, the guy who was sort of born into the life. He's sort of like
He's not. He's a pimp, but
he's a pimp, but he's not good. But he's like he's sort of like the idea.
clicked in. He's tuned in.
He's tuned in and he's like, "Fuck, this is just this is my life, and it just is my life." But
This is my life, but I don't want this on other people.
It doesn't have to be not even on other people. It doesn't have to be hers.
Something about
Like,
her.
Something about her is like this is not for you.
Oh, some Taxi Driver shit. You look the movie Taxi Driver.
Never seen Taxi Driver.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but that's Robert De Niro,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You talking to me?
Yeah. Okay, you've heard about. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that
That's
line's
what that
iconic.
movie's about.
Okay,
So hilarious.
Yeah. It's
But-
Black Sea Driver. Cincinnati.
Just beaters. Hassan Ahmad beater. I want known. I mean, on the record again that he stated the movie The Players Club
Is Black Sea Driver.
is Black Taxi Driver
Yes.
with Robert De Niro. That's what he just said.
Yeah.
This is why we love him. This is why he gets to guess.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best part of the podcast. I don't ever think we need to do it once he's done guessing, especially these kind of guesses.
This is a good guess.
Yeah, you did a good job, buddy. I like your
Well, it's
movie.
a
It
fun
started
movie.
as a documentary and then it turned into a crazy
Yeah.
taxi driver kind of thriller.
Yeah. A little bit. There's a little bit of thrilling. It sort
And
of
you learned a lot in the beginning.
It sort of transitions into that.
Yeah. I like your movie.
The first half you set the stage, and the second half you play the play.
Beautiful.
Right.
Do you want to hear The Players Club, though?
You know what?
Yeah?
It's probably. I mean, I want to hear it, but I'm gonna go on record and say, no. You know what? Not gonna record. I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's not as fun as the movie I just played in my
No.
head.
No. The movie you described is the masterpiece.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And if this is not what the Players Club
Yes.
is, then we should go ahead and someone should go ahead and make the film I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Black Sea
ahead.
Driver.
Black Sea Driver. You call it Black Sea Driver, but be completely serious.
We start
Okay.
immediately.
With a girl getting out of a taxi. How funny would that be?
Come on.
Come on.
Man, that would be like, damn, really? Did I kind of nail this? You would be like, did I kind of
Dude,
nail this?
if I got one thing right, that's all I need.
Heavy ass rap music starts playing in the beginning.
Okay, so I got the black thing right, for sure.
Maybe.
For sure.
The song is really funny because it's like the chorus is like, money buys the penthouse floors on the fortune floor.
What year is this?
98.
Okay. I'm just thinking about the era of
Players
music.
Club.
Okay.
Credits roll for like 5 minutes because they want to remind you.
That is still the 90s.
So
That is-
after 5 minutes of this song playing,
Bro,
yes.
this is interesting. I would have never made that connection without this podcast. That 90s movies
It
have
was just an
James
era.
Bond level credits.
It was an era that they were all in every movie, no matter what comedy, serious, whatever theme. We were like, yo,
Yeah.
the credits have to be long.
Because that doesn't give me any indication of what type of movie it is.
No. I gave you nothing so far.
Yeah.
You just know that, the credits go for too long?
Yeah. Yeah. If you had just said, so the credits go for 5 minutes, I would have been like, oh, so 90s, huh? That's what we're doing?
Don't know what kind, but we're definitely in that era.
Yeah.
So, Forever opens on a shitty ass junkyard, like a junkyard.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. You see a Players Club sign.
Ooh.
Like a band, like, you know what I mean? Like an old building that's been like burned down, beat up, all that shit. You hear voiceover. My name is Diana Armstrong, but my stage name is Diamond. I worked at the Players Club,
Oh, it's at a strip club.
and to tell you the truth, I'm fucking glad it's done.
Oh shit! So so we're Tarantinoing this. All right.
Dude, I love that because this is a classic cult film black movie, but this is like if this is one of those things you're like, hey Ron, you see the Players Club? The Players like this is just
Okay.
yeah, this is one of those things like it's just cult classic.
Okay.
So yeah, but we are. It's really funny you said Tarantino because like, oh my god, this movie does Tarantino it. That's
Okay.
really hilarious.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, now we're going even farther back.
Do we see the girl yet, or is it just a voiceover?
Voiceover. No, we've seen her from a distance.
Okay.
We see her from a distance.
But we don't see her.
We don't see her yet. We see her walking through the abandoned like thing from a distance.
Okay.
And then now we see her from like the window of her house growing up as a kid. All right.
Okay.
So you don't see her yet. And when I was a kid, all I ever wanted to do was go throughout high school, just wanted to go to a black university and become a journalist. That was it. Just wanted to go to a famous black you and go be a journalist. And then it shows her and her dad through the window getting into this gigantic fight. And she's like, but my dad was not having that. He's like, you're going to this college, blah, blah, blah. We're not, you got the good enough grades. We make this kind of money. You're not going to be going to some black university. Blah, blah, when you can go to like an Ivy League school or whatever, right?
Right.
And she's like, but I don't want to go. I want to be around like black people. They're going back and forth, back and forth. He was like, well, I'm not paying for you to fucking go somewhere where you can go to one of these schools. Get out of my house. I'm not supporting this, blah, 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 right? So she leaves.
Bit of an overreaction.
It's crazy argument.
Yeah.
Crazy. The whole time you're like, Jesus,
Did
Dad.
she have
She's
an-
got good grades. Just relax.
Did she have an Indian dad? What the fuck
Yeah,
is this?
dude, I know. I did think that the whole time. I was like, hey, bro. She
Yeah.
didn't say I'm going to go fucking trash. She said I'm going to go to a different college.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
calm down.
Also,
Just
your last name isn't Gupta, so relax.
fucking dude.
Yeah, dude.
She has a plan. How many kids have a plan? She's going to be
Yeah.
a journalist. Like, let her have a plan.
Yeah, it's not even like I want to be an artist. No.
Yeah, it's like, she has a plan. Like, look, Jesus fucking Christ, bro. So she leaves. As she's walking out the house, you see her finally. She's pregnant.
Oh.
Mom's like, you can't leave. You can't leave. You're about to have the baby. Voiceover comes back.
Yeah. Also, puts the dad's craziness into even deeper perspective. What? Anyways,
Dude, who is this dad?
I know, right? Right?
Who is this dad?
I feel like that could be a game show. Who is this
dad? Feels like the Brown Dad game show that they did on GoFace.
On GoFace? Yeah, it's like, dude, what is wrong
Yeah,
with
this
you?
is definitely a brown dad.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you gotta chill out, my guy.
Even so, the pregnant part and the I don't know how Brandon.
I don't know how would a brown dad handle the pregnancy, and she's still making good enough grades to go to Ivy like top schools.
That baby's getting aborted in a brown house. With that money, hell yeah.
This girl's all liberal artsy. I don't know if she'd have it. She might move out anyway. She just left anyway.
Okay.
Left home.
Yeah.
These kind of girls. These are the kind of girls.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
are girls that way.
Yeah.
They're wired that way. Girl and guys. People are wired that way. So
Wait, what do you mean exactly?
wired that way of like they will
I'm just gonna go and do my own thing.
Yep.
That's fair.
and not talk to my family.
That's fair.
And then some people are like, I'll
That's fair.
I'll deal with the
is
family.
she brown? What is this? Is this about Indian
Dude,
people?
this might
What's
be
happening?
maybe the Players Club. With a deeper look through Spoil the Beans lens. So back to voiceover.
Yeah.
She's like, so I got a place with my boyfriend right out of high school. But as life would have it, he ended up leaving me not long after that too. So it shows like her and the boyfriend moving in and then him immediately leaving.
Right.
Right? Because they're young.
Right.
He leaves. So she's like, so I still was fucked up, couldn't go to college, didn't know what I was going to do. And that's when I met Trix and Ronnie. So it shows her work now. She's working at a shoe
Who is
store.
she, by the way?
Lisa Ray. It's the actress's name. You wouldn't know her. No. You might recognize her face when you see because you've seen her in like little stuff. But
Okay.
this was like one of the things where like I only know her name from this.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But other than that, you would just recognize her. Like, oh, I've seen that bitch in CSI or you know what I'm saying? You might recognize her.
Alright, yeah, odd rolls here and there.
So she's working at the shoe store and these girls are giving her shit. Girl, I can't believe you smelling people's feet. What the fuck you doing? These hood ass bitches, right? And one of them's this light skinned chick with blonde hair, and the other is stand up comedian Adele Givens.
Hey.
All right. So they're giving her shit, right? I love when comics are in movies.
Yeah, good for you, Adele.
Right? So they're telling her, girl, I can't believe you're doing this shit. You could be making big money if you just dance at the Players Club. And then she was like, what? I don't know. And then they kind of talk her into it just to come through, come take a look. And she's like, okay. And then back to voiceover. Players Club was owned by this 2-time and low life named Dollar Bill, Bernie Mac.
Whoa! First of all,
He
great
kills this,
name,
by the way.
great casting.
Oh, he kills. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Comic, right? Back to back comic.
So is this funny?
Huh?
Is this funny?
So
Because I could see this not being funny at all.
you don't know where this is going yet,
Just
huh?
have a bunch of comics in it.
I told Sam, you got to watch this movie with me. And she was like, what is it? I was like, just watch it. So she's watching it. And then after like 5-10 minutes, she was like, dude, what the fuck is it? And then she watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because it gets you. Where you're like, what's happening here?
Yeah. What is that?
You don't know. Because the casting also, she was like, because it is making you go, Bernie Mac's in this?
Yeah, but it's like the story. So far, the storyline isn't generally funny.
No, the story's not funny yet.
No.
So you're like,
Or is
what?
Is it gonna
Or
get
does it
get
get
funny, or is
What
it just gonna be
happens?
this? I mean, I
So-
can't imagine Bernie Mac not being at least a little bit funny.
Oh, no, he's hilarious in this.
Okay.
He makes you laugh out loud.
Okay.
So, not even with his faces and
Okay.
just him.
Okay.
So,
Good. I'm happy.
he Bernie is telling, he's in a red suit and he's telling, like, he's just talking, right? He's just talking like a fool. He's just talking real fast, huh? You know what I'm saying? And he's just talking like it's just showing him being a fool, right? And then someone walks by and they're talking about how fat the chick's ass is, the diamond girl. All right. And then Bernie Mac goes, hey, you can start tonight. He tells her she can start, right? So she walks in the locker room. Ass everywhere. You're going to love this movie, buddy. Just fat asses all over the room. She's all nervous. All right. She walks in. Gold hair girl who told her to come in slaps her on the ass hard as shit. Bam! Camera zooms in on her. And she's like, and then she's like, calm down, girl. Don't be so nervous, right? She's like, you're going to get used to it. And then she's like, I don't know if I could do this, blah, blah, blah. She's like, here, I'll give you some pointers. She grabs her, looks at her in the mirror. She's like, don't look at the customer. Never make eye contact with them. You know what I mean? Try to avoid that. She's all you got to do when you're dancing is just dance like you're dancing in the mirror. And then she's like, starts having her dance in the mirror. So all you got to do, just like you're at home in the bathroom by yourself. And then she said, and while you're doing that, drink as much as you can handle. Makes it so much better. And she's like holding on, right? She walks up to another, like, she tells the diamond girl to hold on, the girl with the blonde hair. She walks up to another stripper and, like, grabs her by the hair. She's like, where the fuck is my money? Where the fuck is my money? Huh? You got my motherfucking money? Huh? You gonna fucking play me for my money? Right, girl? You think? And she's like, oh, I have it. She throws it right, and then she walks back, and the diamond girl's just like, who the fuck is this bitch? You know what I mean? So she looks at her, and the girl in the blonde's like, let's go, ho. And then she's like, oh. And then she walks upstairs. They walk up in slow-mo, right? And they walk up in slow-mo like they're entering the Super Bowl. Like the shot.
That's how I imagined it with like like the dry ice.
Mm-hmm. And then she's just like, and she comes out, and it's just full-on strip club. You know what I mean? Going like turned up,
Just turned
to the max. And she's just like, you know, asses, titties out, titties, lots of tits in this. You're welcome. He goes, it's like, you know, that song, Shake What Your Mama Gave You. I was playing Shake What Your Mama Gave You. And she's all nervous.
You know what? I can't think of the last time I saw titty in a movie you showed me.
Brokeback, is there tit? I want to think there's tit in Brokeback.
I want to say there is two. I want to say there's Anne Hathaway tits.
Yeah, there's Anne Hathaway tit and the other girl. I think her tits get shown when he's when Heath Ledger's fucking his wife.
Yeah.
That's why I think there's. No, there's tits in that scene for sure. When Heath Ledger's fucking his wife.
Oh, yeah, there is. That's the last time.
I think that's the last time we've had tit.
Yeah. There was
no tit.
There's
in Iron Giant.
Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? The last titty we had was Brokeback Mountain. It took us to the Players Club to get another titty.
Jesus. This is our first titties with color in them too. This has been
Yeah,
all white
baby.
titties on this fucking show.
We got lots of black titties in this. Good ones too.
Thank you.
Really
God.
good ones. Oh, fat asses, nice tits.
God.
So, Diamond, like she walks up to this weird guy in glasses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he holds up money, and she doesn't want to do it. And then the blonde girl's like, "Girl, you better get that fucking money." And then she's like, and she grabs it, and then she starts to dance real slow. And the nerdy guy with glasses, is just like, he's like fucking amazed by her, right?
Yeah.
Like, so amazed.
She's just that hot.
She is crazy hot.
Okay.
It's insane. But he's just like, it's beyond that. He's like on some like weird shit.
Okay.
You know?
On some like you're about to fall in love with a stripper.
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
So back to voiceover. My first dance, most degrading experience in my life. But after a few hours, a few drinks, who cares? It was the fastest money I've ever seen. And then it just showed how much money she made that night. It was crazy. You know what I mean? And then she talks about like, oh my God. She said,
sex work pays. Sex work pays.
Crazy.
Sex work pays.
Those girls making money, bro. Them girls ain't broke. Them girls, I'll tell you, I don't know shit else, but I know them girls ain't motherfucking broke, bro. Unless they fucking off giving their money to like some other pimp kind of dude.
Yeah.
But then that's your own personal life.
Yeah. Well,
But you technically, my lady, are not broke.
yes. The money you're making is, especially at like A busy
good,
club.
A good
yeah.
club if you're doing well and,
Yeah.
and you're a hot girl. Yeah, you're doing well. And you're getting like the prime Saturday, Friday, like the good nights. You're not getting the Tuesday 3 o'clocks.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
Hey, I'm not mad at the Tuesday 3 o'clocks. I also support those women as well.
Yes.
So she talks about how
This
she
is a
went from-
podcast for the Tuesdays at 3 o'clock, really.
Oh, this is all about the Tuesday 3 o'clock strippers. This is
Yeah.
literally I could walk into any strip club at Tuesday 3 o'clock. They're listening to Spoil the Beans.
Yeah, that's what
They're
they're
not
stripping
dancing
to.
to the music.
Yeah. They're stripping to Derek making the whale noises from. Yeah, and just taking off some shit.
All right, so she talks about how she went from being a woman, child to a woman immediately.
Yeah,
It didn't
well,
take her.
that'll
It
do
took her
that.
like a month. Right?
That'll do that. That'll grow you up real fast.
Because she's 18 in this,
Yeah.
and now she is
She's a hard
30.
18.
Yo, she is a hard 18, my
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So she starts talking about her 4-year plan because she's a smart girl. This is an Ivy League level kind of brain here. She's a
Right.
smart girl. She talks about she's going to go to school that day, strip at night. And she said, I lasted 4 years of doing this, and I was on point. I had a new boyfriend, had a super nice place. Nobody knew I was doing it on both sides. Like my world was clean, and I almost made it all the way out. I told you, don't you love that this is shot like that Tarantino style of like
What happened?
Yeah. She said, but then my cousin moved out, Ebony, 18 years old, and I have to watch her. So they show this really cute girl. She's cute, young girl. All right, she moves in. And she's like, I say yes, of course, because it's family, and she was my favorite cousin growing up. She needed help. She wanted a place. She needed a place to live. I'll help her. Her boyfriend, so her cousin moves in, right? She's all hugging her. It's like that scene while the voiceover's happening. She's all hugging her. While this is happening, though, her boyfriend, like, is kind of checking her out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're noticing, if you're paying attention, you're like, this nigga's kind of like giving her some eyes.
It's like making a play in his head.
In his head, you know? Good point. In his head. He's making a play in his head. So he goes, I'm talking to my cousin, and she goes in the voiceover after showing her my place, telling her what I do, she immediately wanted in at the club. 18, she's looking around like, damn, you 20-something living like this?
Yeah.
You know?
22.
I mean, think about that. You're 18, you see your 22-year-old cousin, like,
Yeah.
our whole place pretty much to herself. Yeah, you're like,
Give me some.
hey, what you doing? You know, and you're paying for all your schooling.
Right.
So you are making like,
Bank.
you must be making bank.
Bank.
Yeah. So
How much do you think she makes a night? Did they go over that?
they don't go over the actual
They
numbers,
need
but they let you know that she's paying off college.
They need a. What was that movie about the banking crisis with Matthew McConaughey?
The banking.
No.
Wolf of Wall Street?
No, it's not Matthew McConaughey. Oh my God, Christian Bale.
Oh, I love that movie. Get Short. Get Short. Get Short.
Is it called Get Short?
Get Shorty? No, not Get Short.
It's not Get Shorty.
Get Short.
The Big Short.
The Big Short. There, thank you.
Yeah, you know how they
Get
like
Short.
they need. You know how they explain everything.
Oh, I
about,
love
like,
it. Yeah.
they need that, but with stripping.
Yeah, to break it down how the money really works.
How the
and
money really works,
and how they
yeah.
have to, because they do have to split it with the house. It
Yeah.
ain't like they walk away with
Yeah.
all that tip money.
I'm genuinely curious, and then I want to know how much like a Vegas Friday night, fucking whatever the big club is, how much they walk out with.
I want to know what Club Live in Atlanta on a Saturday night when rappers are like when it's rappers city, rappers are in there,
Yeah.
or in Vegas or in Miami. One of those three big where they're like, oh, these are like people fly out to go to these strip. Like women from other like a women in a big Houston strip club
Will fly out
to the Miami one
yeah.
to make like I want to go to one of them. Because I mean those but you'll hear about like in a night at those clubs like maybe $2 or $3 million gets dropped in tips.
So you're making at least 6 figures.
Yeah, well over.
Oh wow.
Well over. Those girls were making well over. And then those girls are probably also making money on Instagram too.
Yeah.
In this era of time, the smart ones who are on it and capitalizing.
Yeah, there are probably. There are definitely a few that are killing it right now.
Oh yeah,
Second- this is
stripping on the weekends.
Instagram
on the week.
Instagram modeling just throughout, creating content.
And I mean, you're pretty much a comic. Friday, Saturday, you go to Miami. You go to let's say you're from Philly or whatever. You go to Miami. You go to Houston. You go to L.A. You go to all the strip clubs through the weekends.
And
Europe.
then make sure you're on Instagram. That's why comics and strippers get along very well.
Yeah, I get it.
It's very similar professions.
I get it.
Yeah.
Trying to make people laugh. Just trying to make people laugh.
Just trying to make people smile. That's what real. That's if you want to get real. That's what we're both trying to do.
And you're willing to fly and sell your soul to do it.
So yeah, I always call comics emotional strippers, man. That's what.
You know what strippers get just like comics? Free drinks.
Yep.
Everybody gets free drinks. And that's where they get you. That's how they fuck you up too. And get you, But eventually you get out of the stop drinking.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the lighter issue of stripping. 'Cause,
What else?
What else?
What else? So Bernie Mac is now giving the cousin and a speech because she's coming into the fold now.
Right.
Giving the cousin a speech about how he finds this beautiful black women. And he said, you know how I find them? Titties. That's how I find them. Titties and ass. And he's just going off about titties and ass. And like these, they can see like that's how he finds out these good strippers.
Right.
And he's like, that's how I'm so great because I get them bucket naked. And he's just saying all this shit. And he keeps saying, and then he tells him how, but at the end of the night, I get 30% of everything. Don't forget that. 30. That's a fucking chunk.
Fat amount.
Dude.
That's a fat amount. That's more than Uber.
A fucking chunk.
I think that's more than Uber.
I think so. The Ebony girl goes, when can I start? All right. So she's telling her cousin, well, she's talking about how her cousin fell for the life way harder than she did, super fast. You know what I mean? And she was like, immediately on some nights, she wasn't coming home and I couldn't find her.
Yeah.
You know? So she's dropping her baby off at her mom's house and she's having this, her son, right? And she's having a talk with him in the car as you go.
He's like 4 now.
He's like 4, and
Yeah.
and it's a cute conversation because he's like, oh, she's like, I'm not gonna tell mama you work at I'm not gonna tell grandma you work at the club. And then she laughs. She's like, thank you, I appreciate that. All right, and then he goes in. Bernie Mac is sleeping in his bed that night. Someone comes in and just hits him with the shotgun, bow, right in the stomach. Bernie Mac wakes up. Open your mouth, nigga. Puts the shotgun in his mouth. All right, tells him to hold the gun. He's like, you borrowed $60,000 from St. Louis. He wants his money. You owe me $10,000 in like 2 days, or I'm fucking you up. Bam! Hits him with the shotgun again. Walks out, right? So, cut back to the Players Club. Outside the club, the door guy, the security guy, is this little itty bitty dude. His name's Anthony Johnson. He's a comic.
Okay.
Also
Jesus
a comic from
Christ.
Comic View days. He's just talking shit to everybody because he's like a little guy, but he's the bouncer technically.
Yeah.
But he's just talking. He's a good comic. He's just roasting everybody.
Right.
Right. So a black car pulls up, window rolls down. It's Charlie Murphy.
What the fuck is happening?
That's what used to say. I'm like,
What the fuck? All right, so
we're
Charlie
not
Murphy.
even done yet.
I don't even doubt it.
But at the end of this movie, if you'd have casted this movie 10 years later, you couldn't get most of these people.
One of those.
Yep.
One of those. Just everyone before they were famous.
Mm-hmm. So,
So Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy pulls up and he says, St. Louis wants to talk, right? And the little guy's like, I don't want to talk to St. Louis. Put your motherfucking head in this window and talk to St. Louis before I fuck you up. The little dude puts his head all the way in the window, right? And the guy in the backseat, you just see his cigar. You don't see him. Tell Dollar Bill, bring me my money. He ain't in here, man. He's at the airport. You lying? No, I'm not lying, man. If you lying, I'll get out this car and kick your ass myself. Where's my money? Man, he ain't here, man. I'm telling you, he ain't here. But tell Dollar Bill when he gets back to call me ASAP. They pull off, right?
I like this guy.
Oh, this dude's scary. His voice is scary. Fuck, when you see him, it's like,
I like this guy. Watch it be like Cat Williams.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, who directed this?
Yeah.
So they he's like they let him out and the little guy is talking shit like, man, fuck y'all, as they let him out right as they're driving off. As the old guy, St. Louis, the Charlie Murphy guy, he's the number 2 to
Like
this
the bouncer.
St. Louis guy, right?
Yeah, like the goon.
He stops and then the St. Louis guy just kind of like waves like this and then drives off. These other 2 guys get out the car and go in the club. The other 2 guys, Ice Cube,
98 Ice Cube's big.
and comedian Alex Thomas.
I know Alex
I
Thomas.
know you do.
I know Alex
And that's
Thomas.
why I was like, dude, this movie, everyone you know, this movie's crazy, isn't it?
Alex Thomas has this great joke. I forgot how it went, but it just reminded me of that joke where he goes like, how like black Academy Award winning movies are like 12 Years a Slave, and like so, but like white Academy Award winning names will be like so like nominated for Best Picture is 12 Years a Slave, A Slave's Redemption, The Story to a Slave, and The Apple. Something like that. But the idea is just so fucking funny.
That's really funny.
And then the way he did it was so funny.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like Alex Thomas.
No, he's good. He's great.
also-
another comic from that.
He's also a very small person, right?
Yeah, they're all small. Him and Alex Johnson, they look exactly, when you see him,
Yeah.
they look exactly the same.
So it's very funny to picture him walking in with Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Okay. Still can't tell whether or not this is a comedy.
This movie came out in 98.
Yeah, what the fuck is happening?
Directed by Ice Cube.
Directed by Ice Cube? Jesus.
Written and directed by Ice Cube.
Okay. It's probably a comedy.
So, I can't, bro. I know you're like, bro, who else could be in this movie?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's
yeah,
like, who else,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Well, I kind of said Cat Williams jokingly, but now I kind of expect him to be in this.
So Diamond, the Ice Cube and the Alex Thomas guy, they go in the, like, St. Louis waves them in, so they go in the club. Diamond also just gets there. When she gets there, she says, "What's up?" to a young Jamie Foxx.
This is Love Actually? What's that? Is this Black Love Actually?
Dude, every person in
Is
the
this
movie
Love
famous.
Actually? Is that what this is?
I like that even the small role people are just so famous.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
That's the most famous guy. I
know.
think you mentioned it.
And he's got the smallest role.
That's the only time you see him?
No, he's got a role, but I
Okay.
mean, it's not as big as the other roles.
Yeah.
So Diamond comes in and she's talking to the bartender about the bartender's like, "Hey, you want a drink?" She's like, "No, I don't drink anymore." The bartender's like, "Oh, good for you." The bartender starts telling her about how her cousin's been wilding. Like, "Oh my God, you got to see her. She's just been doing extra shit." Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. She's downstairs. She walks, Diamond's like, "I'm gonna go get her." She walks upstairs. The weird guy that she gave the first dance to is just staring at her from across the bar.
Okay.
All right.
Is the guy someone famous?
No.
Okay.
So, cut to Jamie Foxx is asking Bernie Mac for a raise. He's
Right.
the DJ.
Right.
Okay. Nigga, who the fuck you think you is? Kid Capri? Huh? Nigga, you want some more money, right? And he goes off on him about how he could be DJing and like, "You want me to do it? Huh? I can do it. Look at me." He's so funny. And he's like, "You ain't nothing. You do what I tell you to do. Okay. Therefore, you're gonna shut the fuck up and not speak. Play the music, right?" And then he's like, "Oh man, come on, blah blah blah." And he's like, "Hey, don't you? If I raise up, it's gonna be trouble. And he gets to Jamie. He's like, "Oh, Jamie leaves. He just doesn't want to because he's just
Doesn't wanna
Bernie.
deal with
He's just also it's impossible to talk to Bernie. Imagine, you know what I mean? He's just doing the character
Right,
thing.
he's too
So
much.
it's just you're just like I can't
Right.
deal with this guy, right? So right then the little guy comes in and tells Bernie that Bernie Mac that St. Louis left, right? And I told him you weren't here. He's like, "Oh, you did good. You did good." And then he starts yelling. He's like, "'Cause I'm Dollar Bill. I'm Dollar Bill in this bitch, right?" And then he goes, but it's like while he's doing it, he keeps yelling he's Dollar Bill, but his voice cracking because he's so scared.
Right.
Like, "I'm Dollar Bill. God damn it. I'm Dollar Bill." And so he goes and he opens up the secret safe, and then it opens up to a secret door, and then he slides into a hallway, and then it goes all the way into the girls' locker room. So then he busts into the girls' locker room and he starts yelling at all of them for not working hard enough. "Get y'all asses upstairs and shake some ass. Make my money. Come on." And right then he's looking at the Ebony girl. He's like, "Tell your cousin Diamond, she better be up there first. She's first in line. She better have all my money when she's done dancing." Right? So Diamond comes down. She sees it. She ignores him. She starts talking to her cousin about what she's been doing. Her even going out with Ronnie and Trix, doing late night parties. What the fuck? And then she's like, "Late night parties just with females. What are you doing?" And then Ebony's like giving her shit about like, "Hey, they're trying to turn you out, and like they're trying to like turn you out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you get out of that world, blah blah blah." Right then the blonde, while she's saying all this, the blonde bad girl walks up and slaps Ebony on the ass again. Her name's Ronnie. She comes slaps it hard.
You mean Diamond? Yeah.
Diamond's like, now it's like it ain't like
like
the
a
only time
thing.
she was nervous. Now it's like what she's pissed. Like stop fucking that face of like, "Hey, you gotta quit fucking doing that shit."
Right.
You know what I mean? So the cousin gets up after that and walks off. They show off her ass is so fat. Wait till you see this. Oh my God, her ass
Hell
is
yeah.
fat. And then Diamond and the blonde girl stare each other down. Okay. Upstairs, Jamie Foxx is on the DJ booth. He's talking shit. Ice Cube and the other guy are sitting in the club and they're pissed. Ice Cube's hating it. Like, this fucking, look at all these stupid ass fucking hoes. And he's going off about all these hoes and how he hates it. And he's just waiting for the dollar bill guy.
Right.
'Cause he doesn't want to be there. He's
Right.
just,
He's not a strip club guy. That's
no,
not his
he's
thing.
just
He's like a stay at home. He's
and
a
his
read.
boss pretty much
Yeah.
is like, "Hey, go fucking stand there and wait till you see him."
Right.
You know what I mean? Call me when you do. That kind of job, you know? And then Alex Thomas, of course, his other guy is loving it. He's like, "This is the greatest." Also, I mean, not a bad day. We got to be here. All right.
That's one of his worst places to wait.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We could be waiting at like the fucking
DMV.
dumpster or the DMV
Yeah.
to kill a fucking person.
Yeah. Just fuck. I see him. He's B78. Fuck, I'm G7. And he's just sort of just stuck there.
Stuck there for another 2 hours.
Yeah.
To kill this motherfucker.
This is the worst.
So, Diamond is watching her cousin who's out in the club just shaking her ass, and she's just hating it. She's just like, can't believe, you can tell her like, "Oh, I can't believe I got into this life." So right then, Jamie Foxx gives Diamond a super sexy intro. We got our, our number one girl coming to the stage. This girl right here. Oh my God, you're not gonna want to miss her. There's nothing like her. Everybody, all eyes to the stage for the super sexy Diamond. And then, bro, she walks out.
You know who used to be a strip
hot.
club DJ?
Who?
Don Barris.
I believe that voice.
Yeah.
So I ate the squirrel's pussy.
I heard this on I believe it was David Taylor's podcast. That how one day like one of the strippers, got Don try to get like the strippers to get all together and fire Don or whatever, and then Don that didn't work, and so Don the next time brought her up and was like, this next stripper, and she was like, because then she realized he didn't get fired, and then, he sets her all up to he's gonna turn her, and then he flips it and gives her a sweet intro, but then looks at her like, don't fuck with me ever again.
That's hilarious. Don's crazy. Don Barris also come to the Comedy Store
Late night.
in
Close
the
out every
original room.
show. Every
in the original
show.
room.
Mm-hmm. And you gotta watch it at least a couple
once.
times actually, probably
Once
for
just
sure.
Once if you're a regular human being.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need. And if it's for you, come back again.
Yeah, that's fair.
So he's giving her this crazy intro,
Right.
and she comes out. She's so fucking hot. She's got on like a pink little lacy thing.
Ooh.
Okay. And then R. Kelly song starts. Temperature rising, your body's calling for your love. And then she's taking it off, right? And she takes off the dress part. Her ass is insane. Just through the lingerie with the ass cheeks, titties, you know what I mean? She's dance stripping, and it's like, oh, and she is so hot. And it's a scene. They give her time on this scene. Yeah. And they let you feel it, bro. I remember jerking off to this so much as a kid. When this movie would come on as a kid, I would jerk off to this shit constantly, dude.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have a little blast from the past at some point.
A real blast from the past. You know what I'm saying? So she pulls her tits out.
Nice.
And right then the chorus of the song kicks on. I don't know if the chorus of this R. Kelly song, but it's seems like you're ready. Girl, are you ready for this love?
I know you're only 13.
And this hurts your body.
But to me you seem ready for my love.
For my love.
Yeah.
Yo, it seems like you're ready.
Yeah.
R. Kelly, girl, are you ready? That was the song.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, the fact that it seems like she's ready, she ain't. She ain't ready, bro. That's how you know.
Yeah.
Because you're not sure.
Yeah, I want you to be ready.
Oh, I need you to be ready.
I'm gonna ignore everything telling me you're not ready.
Girl, your tears mean nothing.
Those are tears of joy, I'm sure.
That's what I'm feeling. Those tears are for me.
Yeah.
Cause you're ready. Yo, she wasn't ready, dog. R. Kelly. I don't think any of them were ready.
No. Whew.
Anyway, you see her tits?
Yeah, sweet.
Oh boy, dude.
And they're all
And you see her tits. They show
above
you her
age.
tits. These are some above age titties.
Yeah,
right here. And like they show Jamie Foxx and he's like dropping it's like because he like drops all of his records in the booth. Like,
Yeah.
Because it is just like, damn, them
God.
titties make you stop, bro. Nipples are hard. She's fucking playing with them. Ugh. Good movie. So far,
Yeah.
possibly greatest movie of all time.
Yeah, it seems like it's very well directed, huh?
So she gets home that night. Her boyfriend's sitting in the dark waiting on her. She cuts him like, she's
Oh,
like,
that's
"What the fuck?"
weird.
Yeah, I know. He's like, what are you doing here? And he's so mad. He's like, we had a date tonight. You didn't go out, blah, blah, blah. We never go out. You'd rather be at the club shaking your ass for strangers than here with me. And then she's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm almost done with school. You need to just deal. And he's like, I want you to stop working at that dumbass club. You need to stop working there right now. She's like, that's where I met you, was that dumbass club. Wasn't so dumb when I met you there. And then he was like, because he's a dumbass
A loser?
guy, really.
Yeah.
Really a loser. Also, what a loser thing to say. So you're already dating a stripper. You're going to be a loser about it?
Yeah, and also, seems like she's making more money than you.
Dude, the fact that she's already almost done with school, she's literally 4 years in, about to graduate. I'm also clearly like, you know what? I'm just gonna back off. You kind of got your head on your shoulder.
Yeah, you kind of figured it out.
You know what I mean? You're not drinking. You're fucking just stripping and literally making like, money off of it. You're using it for the actual benefit of what it could be used for.
Yeah. You're doing it what everyone says they're doing it for.
Yeah, but actually doing it for that,
Right.
which is insane.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I'm sure this is every stripper's fucking fantasy movie, bro. Oh my god. Oh, she's gonna go be a journalist and she's actually doing. You know what I mean? And like, she actually uses the money to pay for it, and like,
Yeah.
oh, they come to this, dude.
It seems like a lot of people come to this.
Oh yeah, I came to this.
Yeah.
So, cuts to her in class, right?
And I will hopefully be part of the players club at the end of this.
Cuts to her in class. Diamond is knocked out.
Right.
I mean, of course, right?
Right.
She's knocked out. Empty. She's still asleep. The teacher notices. The guy walks up, and he's like, he sits behind her. He's like, he wakes up and says, "How are you gonna pass my class?" And she's like, "If you're always sleeping." And then she immediately starts rattling off all the last things he said.
Yeah.
And then he's like impressed with her. He's like, "Okay, well, you know what you're doing, but you still doesn't mean you should be sleeping in my class. You could be doing better, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "Don't do it anymore." And then he walks off. She's like, "I'm sorry."
What is this, her dad?
Not just a professor.
I get it, but if she gets everything right, what can you do?
Yeah.
You gotta.
He was saying, well, it's just rude that you're asleep.
I guess that's rude, but it's
That's
like,
what he was saying.
If a student is a good student, and you gotta sort of have to.
It is. I would still be like, it's rude. Just out
Yeah.
of coach social. If I'm that teacher, I would be like, just, hey, I'm not. You're right. That's smart, but don't sleep in my class. It's extremely rude. So, or just get out. Like,
Yeah, you don't
just
have to be
you
here.
don't
You know
have to
you've
be here.
heard.
That's all. I would be like, hey, I'm not. Don't like everybody else is here. It's distracting. The person next to you, the whole like, and every day you show up and they're just like, dude, why is this person here? You know, it's like, this is college, right? You don't.
Yeah.
This isn't high school, dude.
You don't have to be in this class.
Yeah, that's what I would be like. I'm like, hey, you're passing. Literally, just don't show up.
Yeah,
it's
the
okay.
Best part about college.
Best part.
Yeah.
So Bernie, he's keep peeking his head out the club, and he finally comes out. Right when he comes out, Charlie Murphy's waiting for him with another goon,
Anthony Hopkins.
Terrence Howard, a young Terrence Howard,
It's crazy.
dude.
That's crazy.
That's why I told you I was like, oh, this movie could not be cast today because they'd be like, oh, we can't do this again.
Yeah. What? This is
we don't have any of the money for any of
Yeah,
this.
this is Academy Award nominee. Terrence Hopkins.
Two Academy nominee and Academy Award winner in this.
Oh yeah, Jamie Foxx.
is
I
in
forgot.
it. 2 Academy Awards and like people like dude, Ice Cube is in this. You're not getting that guy for less than $20 million on anything.
Oh, not
dude.
anymore.
Come on.
You gotta give him at least "Are we there yet?" money.
Oh, are we there yet? 2 money now,
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
You got to give him. But you're right. It's like, hey, you ain't getting none of these motherfuckers. You maybe get Lisa Ray. The star.
Yeah,
of the movie. You for sure get her.
Yeah.
Bernie probably. What's he up to?
I haven't heard much from him.
Not lately. Actually, what is he doing? So they
People just fall off, bro.
people do fall off. Got Charlie Murphy. Wow, 2 dead comics in this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So many comics in this, which I love. I love when a movie has a bunch of comics in it because also any good director. This is just sidebar, and we've talked about it. Any good director knows you want a good actor in a film, put a comic in it. Period. And I'll argue that forever.
Yeah, especially like an offbeat kind of role.
A character. That's
character role?
Now, I'm not saying that the star of your film has to be a comic. Yeah, a star of a film is a star of a film, and that's different.
That's a whole different thing. Yeah,
But you need a strong character for your movie,
that's in like maybe like 4 scenes.
and you want them to steal it. A comic, dude. Comic will give you that pop always.
You know what I was surprised in recently?
What?
Just in terms of seeing comics in a movie, just how much Andrew Dice Clay killed A Star Is Born.
Killed it.
Killed it, and I was like, oh, this is completely different than his character in everyday life.
Yes.
It's like so completely different to the point where I was like, oh, that's the same person. That's crazy.
God, I want you to see. I mean, we're gonna do it on the podcast, but I can't wait to see the Green Book because you know,
So see Sebastian.
you know, you already know. I was explaining. Yeah, you know, Sebastian's in it,
Yeah.
but it's exactly what you just said. Of
Yeah.
just like,
Oh.
dude, this is
Yeah.
you murdered this, and it's different, and it's just like, yeah. But that's why Sebastian's also about to get
Yeah.
so much more Hollywood work.
Yeah.
he's about to be in a Scorsese movie.
Fucking Robin Williams. We talk about comics that can act.
Well, now but that's that movie. He could lead a movie.
Yeah.
So I would actually put him on that level of
like a
lead
DiCaprio
actor
type.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe it's far. I mean, also,
It's not that far fetched to put them in
Jamie
the
Foxx
same world.
is on that level as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Oh,
Certain
that's
people
fair.
surpass that.
There's another comic who can act.
Who can
act,
yeah,
act.
bring
though.
it down.
Yeah, who didn't need to be a comic.
Could also didn't need to be an actor.
Yeah,
I'm
I could
just saying.
either. Same thing with Robin. You didn't really need to do both of them.
Yeah,
you could
bro.
have just done one if you wanted to.
Golly, people are talented.
Yeah.
Uh,
Fuck.
Dude, right?
I know.
And then there's comics and it's like Bernie Mac where it's like, I just want to be as funny. I'm just trying to get that
Yeah.
one. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even want the singing and the acting. I just got to be as funny as this guy, kind of as funny as this guy, not even as funny.
Yeah.
Just, can I be somewhat as funny as this human being?
Oh God.
People are so good at the thing that we do. It's like, you really think about how many people can do
Yeah,
it?
and we're just fucking regurgitating other people's work.
Yeah. This podcast is about how unfunny and uncreative we really are.
Yeah. Fuck us, dude.
I can't believe it took us the Players Club episode
That's
to
hard.
break down. It's like, oh, what are we really doing here?
Oh God.
Are we just talking about better people's work?
Yeah.
Should we just go out and actually make something?
Oh, probably.
That's what these people did. And we're going to sit here and be like, oh, the Players Club was okay. At least they fucking did it.
Yeah, and we're like, I didn't like the shots.
Yeah.
God,
It's like Ice Cube took the time to write it, direct it,
yeah,
be in it.
and I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah. What is wrong with us? We should do something.
Dude, being a hater is way easier.
Yeah, it's way easier. Just do it.
Way
Guys,
easier.
just start a podcast.
Then
Don't make a
big-
movie.
dude,
Do not make a movie.
Everyone's
do
a hater.
podcast.
Everyone's a hater. Only Jamie Foxx is Jamie Foxx. Dude.
You know why though? Because only Jamie Foxx is Jamie Foxx.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
That's why. How many Jamie Foxxes is out there? Him.
Just
Everyone
one,
else
as
just
far as
hate.
we know.
So just hate.
Yeah, I guess. All right, I'm back on our side.
You back? You back?
Yeah, well, we went through the whole roller coaster. I'm back on our side. Yeah, fuck everybody.
So Charlie and Terrence, they knock him out. They
Yeah.
knock out Bernie.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's unconscious. So
Right.
they're driving. And they're talking, debating whether they should torture him and kill him, just kill him, how they're going to do this. Right?
Right.
Charlie's saying how they're going to torture him and got to torture him and take pictures just to let everybody else know, make an example, blah blah blah.
For sure, whoever Bernie Mac was definitely made enough money over the time he borrowed the money to actually pay it back.
Oh, he owned a strip club.
Yeah, but he just spent it on bullshit.
And now probably he owes him 60. He probably has like 20, 30, but that's probably all the money he has to his name.
Whereas
so
if
you
he
don't want to
just-
give it up.
Where if you just saved maybe a couple thousand every day, it would have taken you 2 months. And sure, you don't have $60,000, but guess what? You're not gonna die.
Like, yep, you're right. Or if you're like, all right, I'm gonna pay off this 60,000 first, no matter what. So it's like, oh, the club's in debt, but I'd rather the club just be in debt than
It's an investment in yourself. Just
yeah,
get rid
than
of.
me being in personal debt.
Yeah.
To a guy named St. Louis.
Yeah.
You think
Dude,
a guy named St. Louis is fucking around?
yeah, dude. He has the name of an entire city.
That's scary. A scary city.
A scary city.
It wasn't Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
His name's St. Louis, dude.
Yeah, it wasn't Gardena.
Yeah,
whatever.
bro.
Yeah.
St. Louis is not fucking around for sure. For sure. He smokes a cigar. They only show this part of his mouth. That guy's scary.
Yeah. I'm in trouble with La Jolla. Oh, are you in trouble?
I think you just pay him back. But
Yeah,
you're fine.
yeah, it's fine.
St. Louis, I'm like, oh, it's fine. Let's stop the podcast.
Yeah, we got.
How much money do you have? How much money do I have?
Yeah, we gotta save some lives here.
Yeah. So Charlie's going off about how they're going to torture him. Charlie's also crazy in this.
Right.
He's a very scary number 2. Right then they get pulled over.
Oh wow.
Car pulls him over.
Oh wow. 2
cops get out. Do you think these 2 cops are no-name actors or something?
Okay.
I thought we were done.
Richard Gere and Annette Bening. I'm just gonna guess. We got that.
Faison Love.
Woo, Faison.
I know you. Come on, you
Shout out
know
to Faison.
Faze.
Yeah, shout out.
John Amos,
Older black guy.
legendary actor, good dad of Good Times.
Okay. He was in Roots too, wasn't he?
Yes, sir.
He was Kunta Kinte.
Yeah, legendary actor. Legendary.
Kunta.
That's what I said. This clearly, when I saw, because I was like, I had to go look up who directed this movie. And when I saw Ice Cube, I was like,
Makes sense.
everybody loves Ice.
Yeah.
It was a favor.
Makes sense.
Everybody did him a favor.
Makes sense. Because John Amos, it probably at that time is actually a hard get.
No, how do you get him?
Yeah.
How do you get him?
That's
Also,
like-
Jamie Foxx is not an easy get at that time either. 98. This is Post and Live in Color, and he's
Okay.
done a couple movies already.
Oh yeah.
So and also around that time, because this movie came out in 98, Ali comes out in 99.
He's
so
not. Is he on? He's not Ali.
He gets a,
Oh, he's in Ali. My bad.
yeah. So I'm saying he would have been
Yeah.
clearly, he'd have been known that he was about to be an Ali at
Okay.
this point. You know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
yeah,
So these are all clearly like, oh, Ice, you need what?
That's crazy.
We got John Amos for this,
That's crazy.
just as a cop.
That's
with
crazy.
Faze on Love, which is
Yeah.
great. I love that.
Faze on Love is
Also,
funny.
I love the Ice. Dude, also, that's how I remember all the comics. Ice Cube. Who loves comics more than Ice Cube, dude?
Well, this is the second role that Faze on Love is getting from an Ice Cube
Just
movie.
Ice Cube alone, yeah.
Yeah. Also, he plays a bad guy both times. It's very funny.
Yeah, it is. Well, he plays a funny bad guy. In this one, he's a cop, but he's like a.
I forgot he was a cop. Yeah.
No, he's not a bad guy. He's a cop, but he's a funny kind of cop.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? So they're talking to Terrence Howard and Charlie Murphy, and they're talking their way out of it, right? Blah, blah, blah. And then the cops are like, we don't trust their bullshit. Let's take them in anyway. So they take them in, and then the one guy is recognizing Faison from high school. They're talking shit, and then they're leaving Dollar Bill in the trunk as Bernie Mac is just yelling, hey, I got insomnia, motherfucker. I got to shit when I'm nervous, and I'm nervous. He said that made me laugh really hard. So the cops pull up to the club, right? And they're talking shit to the little dude out front looking for Dollar Bill, right? And they're like, and the little man saying, hey, Dollar Bill's not here, blah, blah, blah. Faison smashing his head on the car. Because the little guy keeps saying fat jokes.
Right.
It's funny. It's like every time, you know?
Yeah.
And then they finally go to leave, and he goes, were y'all fags in high school? And they don't say anything. And then he goes, hey. And John Amos turns around. He goes, anybody ever tell you look like the dad from Good Times? Funny.
That's funny.
And he walks up, and he like smashes food in him, right? So inside, we see some more titties from the Ronnie girl, who has great titties, by the way. And then they show her ass, just show her strip, and she's so hot. And then she goes out, and then Adele Givens is the next, the next girl comes out.
Right.
So she, like Adele Givens comes out and like starts dancing, and everybody gets up and leaves. And she's like, well, fuck y'all. Fuck all y'all. And she starts like being like a comic, you know what I mean? As one fat guy's like, yeah, come on, girl. And she's like, fuck you too. So Diamond comes up, and she's talking to Jamie Foxx about where's Ebony.
Right.
Right. Ebony is talking to the one girl, to the blonde girl, about doing her cousin James
Like a private party.
Her cousin Junior, not James, Junior private party, his bachelor party. And she's like, I don't know, blah, blah. And then she talks her into doing it. She's like, well, I'll do it if you guys do it. And the blonde girl's like, okay. So Ebony's also fucked up during this conversation. She's clearly drunk. So finally Diamond finds her. She's absolutely shit-faced. And like she walks by her, kind of ignoring her. And then she goes up to the Ice Cube and Alex Thomas dude. She starts dancing for them. They start giving her shit. Like, hey, we don't want no dance from your bony ass. Ice Cube's like, get the fuck out of here. He's real mean. Ice Cube's real serious. And
right.
I don't want no fucking dance. Get out of here. I don't fucking get away from me. Blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, well, what will y'all pay for? And then he looks up. Right? So the cops go now back to find Dollar Bill's car. They open the trunk. Dollar Bill's inside. You know, they're like, you motherfucker, blah, blah. He's crying. I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to see you. He's like, yeah. He's like, well, you're under arrest. And so they arrest him, right? So cut back to Ebony is walking out the club now with Ice Cube and Alex Thomas. Stumbling. They're holding her up. She's not even barely walking. And then they're talking about, like, the little dude's like, we about to run a train on this bitch. Choo-choo. And then Ice Cube's like, calm down, motherfucker. Just get her in the car. So they're kind of just dragging her, right? It's extremely dark.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's like, come, just get her in. So they throw her body in the car, right? Just throw her in the car. And they fucking get in. And they're about to turn off. And then right then, Diamond runs up. Ebony, Ebony, get out of the car. And then they're like, yeah. Ice Cube's like, move, bitch. She's in the car with us now. And she's like, Ebony, get out the car. These niggas gonna rape you. Ice Cube's like, bitch, we ain't raping nobody. We don't fucking finna rape this bitch. She wants to come with us. You know what I mean? Ice Cube's terrifying in this dude.
Yeah, sounds like a good guy, huh?
So she's like, blah, blah, blah. And then finally, she's like, let me out, y'all. And then they go, what? I thought you were coming with us. She's like, I can't go with y'all. And then Ice Cube turns to me. He's like, get out my car then, bitch. The fuck out my car. Get out. Fucking ugly asshole. He gets her out and then pulls off all angry. All right? Like a rapist would.
Yes. Yeah, well, he didn't get his fix.
How scary is that, though, bro? They were going to really rape that shit.
Yeah.
Like, also, when you see it, because Sam was like, during she's like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah, this movie is really dark.
A lot of comics, though, huh?
A lot of comics in it.
Uh-huh.
Fuck yeah, for Ice Cube getting comics shots, though, dog.
Yeah.
Could have got actors.
Yeah, could have actually done that, yeah.
Got comics. So they're arguing in the parking lot, her and Diamond now, about how, blah, blah, blah. She was like, you were going to let them run a train on you. She's like, how am I supposed to watch you? And you're just doing stuff like this all the time. And then Ebony goes off on her. She's like, look, if I want money on the side, that's my life. I'm going to get money on the side. That's my choice. Everybody can't go to fucking college like you. Everybody ain't trying to be a good person like you, blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out my face. You know what I mean? And then she goes, Ebony, you've been here 3 weeks. Look at you.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
3 weeks?
She's like, look at you. Your hair is different color. She's already, you know what I mean? She's
My
like,
God. Yeah, she didn't take the life very well.
She's like, this is crazy. She's like, you got caught up. And then right then she goes, I got caught up. I heard you got caught up once too. Ronnie told me about what happened between y'all. Mm-hmm. And then she looks at her. She's like, that's right. And she walks off drunk, right? And then Diamond goes, Ebony. Ebony turns. She goes, make the money. Don't let it make you.
A little lame, but whatever.
It's the catchphrase for the movie.
Oh, really?
That's why I said it like that.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, what does that
Me and Sam were dying this morning.
even mean?
Because the camera zoom into, you're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Like she's about to go, Ricky! Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a real moment or something.
Yeah.
So she's driving home. And while she's driving home, she's remembering what happened to her.
Okay.
She's remembering being in this hot tub. It's these two old white dude and an Asian dude in the hot tub with the Trix girl and the Ronnie girl. And they're talking to the white dude says he'll give her $600 to eat Diamond's pussy. And the blonde girl's like, okay. So she gets out the hot tub and she walks over. Diamond's like passed out on the couch. She's like, come here, bitch. Grabs her, spreads the legs, starts eating her pussy while she's knocked out.
Okay.
And Diamond's like, she remembers it.
She got raped.
She got raped.
She got raped.
So, right? So Diamond comes home and her parents are talking to her about what she does and they don't like what she does, that she's stripping, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, they know?
They know, but that's why she knows they know. But she knows they know, and she was like, come, let's just not have this argument tonight. It's like one of those. They talk about this all the time.
Kick her out of the house for no reason.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Clearly the dad's fault on that one.
Yeah.
I blame for her, for Diamond, I blame the dad.
Yeah, that's definitely, oh, wow, a stripper has daddy issues.
And this one, like, yeah, well, your dad, not even like he was the worst. He just was like, dude, relax.
Yeah, dude, just relax.
So.
Fumble, you raised this woman to be like an Ivy League ready woman, and then to fumble the ball.
So right when you're so close,
Yeah.
senior year, you're right there.
Yeah.
Just because she wants to go to a HBCU. Who cares?
There's some good HBCUs.
Dude, there's some
man.
great HBCUs. It's fine. It's fine. Send her to the best one.
Yeah.
Everybody wins.
Yeah, right. But now we're here.
Also, it's like a dad knows. It's like, hey, it's just going to be about the connection she makes. If she goes to HBCU and does all the great things, makes all the great gays, she's still going to
way
get
better
a
than
great
going to
job.
Harvard and not getting the right connections.
She's still going to get all the things. It just.
Yeah.
Is she a good person? That's really all that matters.
Yeah.
If she's a good person and she has the grades to go there, then she'll
Yeah.
be fine.
And an HBCU, she doesn't have to overcome the institutional racism.
No, she can actually just have a good time.
Yeah.
Dad, fucking dick. Because also he's like, he's like, why don't you? You're making her, especially if she's like, hey, I don't want to be around. I want to be around black people. Like, it's just
Right.
where I want to be.
Right. His dad's an idiot.
The mom is telling her how she doesn't want the cousin working there, and she's like, the cousin. She lies. Diamond lies. So the cousin's not working there. Blah blah blah. She's like, she tells her she's real adamant. Keep your cousin away from that place. I will. So the Ronnie girl is turning out Ebony. Now she's making more money. Blah blah blah. She's telling her how she's gonna be in a Honda like her sister. Like she's like, your sister still drives a Honda. Look at my nice ass car. She's been working here 4 years. I'm working here long. Even though the sister drives a Honda because she's a genius.
Right. Duh. Fuel efficiency.
Clearly the sisters like right when she says because like she has a super fancy stripper kind of car.
Yeah.
And it's like
a strip mobile.
you know what strippers drive. Mm-hmm. The strippers drive cars that they're fucking rappers, bro. Especially in this city. You see a hot girl in like some crazy shit, like a Ferrari or a Lambo or a Maserati. It's like, bro, 9 times out of 10, she's stripping, bro. Straight up. Or she's doing some porn, some kind of shit.
Some kind of high class sex work for sure.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And the ones driving the Hondas are the ones who are like going to be fine in a couple years. They're clearly thinking about their money.
Yeah, clearly not just relying on their youth.
Yeah, they're like, I'm not gonna be able to do this in 20 years probably. I'm
no.
like an NFL player.
That's the thing. Unless you're like legit real deal prostituting yourself, sex work isn't sustainable.
No.
In the long run.
Dude, Darren Bates told me, Darren Bates, friend of the NFL, when he was playing with linebacker James Laurinaitis. You remember James Laurinaitis?
Yes, I remember James Laurinaitis.
Great, had a great career. Great run.
Yes.
Played like 8 or 9 years.
Yeah, Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowls. Max contract at one point. He was a starter for, one of the star players for the Rams. This is when they were bad in St. Louis. But Darren told me how Laurinaitis told him he spends zero while he was playing of his playing money. Spent none of it. Not a dime of what he made in the NFL while he was playing. Just survived off just because you make enough money. Like you make enough money they pay for your housing if you want that. So he did that, clothes, food, all that. They give you they'll pay for all your needs. All your needs. They do all that regardless.
They'll stipend you, right?
They stipend you.
Yeah.
So if you just use that's not touching any of your actual salary.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a person who's just like, I'm just gonna live low means, blah blah blah, have a regular car, but all that stuff, he had a wife and kids, and I think his wife had a job, but they were just and then didn't touch. He said they didn't touch, and all that money was just saved, invested, blah blah blah. He said James Laurinaitis is so rich, it doesn't make sense. Also, Laurinaitis comes from money.
So he knows how to
he knows how to spend it, but the lesson is still there.
Yeah. I think it's something like, I think Gronkowski he only spends his endorsement money. He spends none of his contract money.
Well, yeah, same thing. A lot of,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's because they send you
Same
these
thing with
finance.
KD, I believe.
They send you to finance classes when you make it to the major leagues in whatever sport. You have
Yeah.
to, all rookies have to go to finance classes.
And it depends on whether or not you actually choose to listen.
Yep. But I'm sure they teach that to all of them. Like, hey guys, you do not have to spend your salary money.
And it's
You don't
not
have to touch
forever.
it.
Yeah.
Because that's not forever. But if you don't spend it for 15 years and you let that invest and save, you're going to look up 15, 20 years and be like, I have more money than I can even ever imagine to do with.
But you can blow it easily. Warren Sapp declared bankruptcy.
Oh, dude, everybody.
That's a Hall of Fame player.
God, how many Kurt Schilling, dude, declared bankruptcy. I mean, it gets real out there. You remember his salary? 1 year, it was like, he signed like a 5-year, $191 million.
Dude, what did you do to that money? It's like winning the
He
lottery.
spent it on tech company. People blow all their money on stupid shit, dude.
Yeah, you know what?
Stupid shit.
Drew Brees lost a lot of money on, like $5+ million. Diamonds. Try to invest in diamonds. It's like, bro, diamonds are diamonds. They're never gonna make more money.
Hey, you know what you do, Drew Brees? You make all your money. You spend your fucking Old Spice money, and you do not touch your New Orleans Saints money.
No. there's no reason.
LeBron, same thing. Does only touches his McDonald's Sprite. I mean, but his endorsement money so much that it
Well, his endorsement money is
beyond normal.
Yeah.
It's like Michael Jordan money. So it's like LeBron money's forever. But still, the fact that it's the reason they're good with money is because they take the time to be like, oh well, let me spend this to the way it should. I mean, not that they're not balling out, but the guys who are balling out in that way are like, you know, they're doing it in a way that it's sustainable.
right. You
know?
gotta.
But I never forgot that about James Laurinaitis.
That life is tough.
It's a tough life right here,
Tough
bro.
life.
Got to drive a Honda, guys.
Really, drive a Honda
literally.
until like you literally making so much money, or it doesn't matter.
You gotta be able to avoid. You gotta be able to afford 5 Ferraris before you can buy one. I think. You gotta be able like not like I'm talking. You can afford a Ferrari and it's You could have bought 5,
Right.
But you just got, you know what I'm saying? But you had enough money that you could have bought 5 and still been fine. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Not like 5 and a break. You could have bought 5. Like you should be able to before you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
That's crazy, bro. That you're just
feel
gonna like you can only buy a Ferrari and you buy that. That's nuts. It's like that was all your money. You spent it. All right. So, they walk up to a door as she's putting her on all this game, right? Well, telling her all the wrong things.
Right.
And a guy answers the door, super happy guy, and he's so excited, blah, blah, blah. But the camera's on Ebony, and Ebony's just looking at the guy like, what the fuck? And the guy's like, oh, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And then they go inside, and it's a bunch of white cops. They're at a private party. The Ebony and the blonde chick for a bunch of white cops, right? And Ebony's like, oh, my God, I don't want to do this, blah, blah, blah. You tripping? And she's like, you tripping. I'm about to make this money. So the blonde girl stands up on the table. She's like, all right, you white motherfuckers, all eyes on me. She's like, anybody look at anything else, I'm beating that ass, all right? Like a runaway slave. And she starts shaking her ass, right? And all the cops are going crazy. She's shaking her ass, blah, blah, blah. Ebony girl's watching. The right thing she notices one cop's not looking, and she stops the music. She's like, stop the music. Motherfucker, you. Why ain't you paying attention? He looks at her, he's like, oh, sorry, ma'am, I just was distracted. She's like, come here. She's like, you do this all the time. And he starts getting excited, right? And then you're like, oh, this happens a lot. They do, like, they know each other, you know? She's like, I think it's time for you to assume the position. He's like, yes, ma'am. And everybody's like, woo! And he grabs a chair and he bends over, he pulls his pants down. She pulls out a paddle. She goes, sound off. Whoosh! I'm black and I'm proud! Whoosh! I'm black and I'm proud! Whips him until he says, and then she's like, who else wants some? All the white cops throw up their money. Seems like the greatest party of all time.
Yeah. Wow. How do I get an invite to that?
So next morning, Ebony's dropping the blonde girl's dropping Ebony off.
Right.
She's walking up to the apartment. As she's walking up, she can hear Diamond and her boyfriend arguing. Literally, as from that, she gets dropped off. Like it's like a Tarantino level shot where it follows her. But you hear the argument just getting loud. Like it follows all, and right when she gets inside, it's just them yelling at each other.
Right.
You know, and then the guy is like, either you're done stripping or I'm gone. And then she's like, bye. Because of course,
Yeah,
loser.
duh.
What do you think she was gonna say?
Yeah,
I'm done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's not like you just found out.
yeah, you idiot.
Yeah, you don't have anything to stand on.
No leverage on
No
this.
leverage. Zero leverage.
And she makes more money than you.
Yeah.
You fucking dumb fuck. And she's
Yeah.
going to school. She probably is better at education. You're done.
You're done.
So it shows the son. He's like listening to this the whole time. This whole argument.
She has
He's
a
like
kid.
this. Yeah. And then right then he walks by, the guy storms by Ebony, right? And then she's like, bye, Lance, right? And he walks off. So she's cut to Diamond's getting fitted for a graduation cap. People are noticing her. People are like pointing at her in the line. She's like, whatever. So she gets her graduation cap, and then a dude walks up to her, and he goes, "Hey, would you mind coming over to my lunch table with my boys and doing a little table dance for us?" And he starts throwing ones at her face. And she's like, she just walks off. And he's like, nothing but a hoe anyway. And all her boys start laughing, right? You don't like that joke?
Who is this person?
Oh, just an asshole guy who saw her at the club.
Okay. Sounds like you're a hoe too, for whatever reason. It's
Yeah,
like,
you seem like you might as well be a hoe.
Yeah, what's happening? Why are you like this?
So at the club that night, the little guy is in the window of the St. Louis car, and he's getting driven around the parking lot with his head in the window. Like, stop! Stop! Where's my money, motherfucker? You're in St. Louis. Please stop! And he finally stopped. Listen, little man. He's like, you better tell that motherfucker to have my money or it's over for that. You know what I mean? Like now, right? And then he's like, all right, I will, bro, I will. He's like, hey, Charlie Murphy. Charlie's like, yeah. Do something to make me feel better. Yes, sir, boss. I got just the thing. He grabs a cigarette, burns it on the fucking little dude's nose. All right? So the little dude leans out the car, and he's like, everybody's laughing at him who's waiting in line.
Right.
And then they're all like, oh, that's what you get for not letting us in the club, motherfucker. Fuck you, Rudolph. And he turns, and his like nose is completely bright red, right? Just cigarette burn. So right then, Dollar Bill pulls up, and he slides in the club. Right? And the little dude's like, man, motherfucker, you just missed it, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, thank God. He leaves. Diamond is inside the club crying while the bartender's talking to her, like giving her encouragement, things will be okay. Ronnie Ronnie sees Diamond crying, and she goes, hey, is Ebony still going to do Junior's bachelor party? And like she laughs, right? Like she said it just to piss her off. And the Diamond's like, oh. And then she's like, you bitch, right? So Ice Cube and Homeboy, they're in there, they're still waiting. They're just waiting to see Dollar Bill. Okay? They haven't seen him yet.
Damn, how many days has it been?
Like 2,
all right.
3. A limo pulls up outside. Window rolls down. Who? Go ahead, guess. Want me to give you an actual hint?
Yeah.
They're dead. But you know them. Extremely famous. You know their name. But they passed away.
They, as in one person or two?
One person.
Man. I don't know.
Black.
Well, I assume black. I was going to be like, ooh, Carrie Fisher. No, I assume black. Fuck.
Has 3 names.
What's his name? Duncan?
Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah.
This movie is so uncastable now.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It just doesn't stop to the star power. So he rolls down the window.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And he's like, hey, I got Uncle Luke in the back, famous rapper,
Okay.
Miami rapper. Like in real life.
Okay.
Real life, one of the guys who started twerk music.
Just Luke.
You know him?
No, that's Luke Schwartz's joke.
Oh, okay.
Every time, yeah.
Door guy Luke Schwartz. He's horrible. Anyway, so
Shout out to Luke, I guess.
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll live. So they're saying how they want to hang out at the club, blah, blah, blah. And then the little dude's like, it's going to be $10. And he's like, $10? You going to make Luke pay?
Mm-hmm.
Like $10 to everybody, motherfucker. He's just being an asshole, right? It's like, all right. So they all go inside. And then when the, you see Luke come out the car, and then the night, even the little dude was like nice immediately because he's famous.
Right.
So Jamie Foxx sees him and goes, oh shit, Luke in the house. We got Luke here. Right? He walks into like a VIP bar. Ice Cube's like looking at him like whatever, but the friend is all excited. Like, oh shit, Luke, what up? Bernie is downstairs counting money. The little dude comes in, he's like, hey man, Luke is upstairs. And he's like, Luke who? He's like, me so horny, Luke. Ooh, me so horny.
That's him?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
He has all the first twerking song hits, shake that ass, like all the like a lot of like just that stuff. Remember the song I stripped to when we did the Willy Wonka sketch?
That's him?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh
as well.
wow.
Yeah, he's all those kind of hits. Those are all Uncle Luke. You know what I mean? So that's why.
By the way, that was a roller coaster where you were like, remember this drawing I stripped to? And I was like, what the fuck during that sketch? And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, what? Okay.
Yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah, I was. I filmed that.
Yeah,
I did film it.
You directed it.
Yeah.
So. He tells him Luke is there, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And then he starts laughing. He's like, and he goes and he hits a green button, and then like all the money symbols in the locker room turn green,
Right.
It light up like to let the strippers know, like, oh, there's money upstairs, right? And he's like, money, yeah. He starts dancing to himself, right? And then all the hoes go running upstairs for Luke. So they all go into the VIP room. Adele sits on his lap. She's like, "Ooh, me so horny." He's like, "And you so fat. God damn, girl." And he pushes her off. She's like, "Man, fuck y'all." She just keeps getting roasted the whole movie, which I love.
That's
She's
funny.
a comic, and I'm sure she was so down
And
with
she
that.
can take it.
And she might have been her ideas. So Diamond is dancing with the weird dude, right? And then he's like, "Oh, do you want to go over there with Luke?" And then she's like, "I'm right here with you, baby." And then she's dancing with him, and he's like, he loves it, right? So right then, her professor, remember the professor?
Yeah.
He walks in and sees her. And he's like, Diana? And then she's like, she looks over and she sees him across, and she's like, she covers her tits and she runs off. You know what I mean? And he's like, oh shit, that was my student, you know?
Right.
And so so she goes to the locker room and she puts her head down. She's so like, oh my God. Right then, the Ronnie girl comes in, the blonde chick. She locks the door. Well, she closes the door. She comes up behind her, starts playing with her hair. Right?
She's scary.
And she gets up, she turns, she's like, "Hey, don't fucking touch me." Right? She's like, "What happened? Diamond, we used to be friends." And she starts putting her hands down her pants. And she's like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Get off me." And she's literally trying to rape her. And then she's like, "You know what I want." And then she's like, "Yo, I don't want any of that, blah, blah, blah." And she's like, "I'm not no motherfucking nigga. You ain't gonna play with me." Dude, all right. I just want to say this. I'm gonna stop here real quick. Possibly the scariest thing I've ever heard a woman say.
Yeah.
I ain't no motherfucking nigga. You not gonna play with me. Like, hey, you know how these men are fucking around? I don't. I'm gonna rape you.
Again.
Oh,
God.
And I'll do it in broad daylight at work because we're women and I don't give up. What you gonna do? Who you gonna tell? Dude, the way she says it, you tell me if you see it, it's like, oh, that is pretty scary from a woman's perspective of like, if a woman is going to threaten to rape you.
Yes. So how hard were you when she said that?
Oh, dude. Boing!
Yeah.
Couldn't look at Sam. So she's like, get off me. She's like, get out the fuck off me. She's like, I'm not going to chase you, girl. Anything I want, I get. And that includes you, Diamond. She keeps trying to grab her. Give it to me or I'll take it. You know, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I don't get down like that. And then right then, like the upstairs, they cut to upstairs.
Right.
The friend is like, man, I'm going to go meet Luke, right? He has another drink. And then Ice Cube's like, bro, don't go do that shit. He said, no, I'm going to go meet him, man. I love Luke. He's going to be cool with us, blah, blah, blah. And Ice Cube's like, bruh, stop, man. You being worse than these females. Don't go over there. And he goes over there. And Ice Cube's like, right? So the dude walks over. He tries to walk in, right? And Michael Clark Duncan stops. Like, whoa, man. Hey, where you going? I'm going to go say what's up to Luke. God, how many times have you seen people do this to you with like Joe Rogan?
God.
You know this conversation so
in
well.
The parking lot.
So the guy goes, I'm going to go talk to Luke.
My favorite is like,
What?
So for those of you who don't know, the Comedy Store parking lot is next to this huge ramp into the Andaz parking lot, right? And so people will stand on top of the ramp like 20 feet above Rogan, see Rogan, and you can see them sort of try to game plan how they're going to talk to him.
Yep.
It's the craziest thing.
God, people are fucking psychos, dude.
It's the craziest thing.
And like I've had this conversation that this guy's about to have with Michael Clark Duncan about seeing Luke.
So many times.
I've had this conversation. So the guy goes, I'm gonna go say what's up to Luke. Michael Clark's like,
No,
nicely,
you're not.
very nice. He goes, no, you're not. And he's not trying to see people.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, come on, man. You know, I buy all his music. Cool. We're not doing autographs today. We're not doing that. Man, I don't want no motherfucking autograph, man. Blah, blah, blah. The guy starts getting mad. This is literally how this goes down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guy didn't take it personal. The guy was like, but blah, blah, blah. Come on, man. I just want to speak to him. Hey, he said, bro, we're just trying to have a good time tonight. Please, we don't want no problems. Not Clark Duncan. We don't want no problems. Just can't meet him tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Please. The guy, of course, tries to fight Michael Clark Duncan. Man, fuck you, you big ass bitch, you little bitch. I'll knock your little ass out if you wasn't in this club. Starts talking all this shit to him, right? Guy turns to walk away. Michael Clark Duncan, bam, knocks him out. One punch to the back of the head.
All right, well, that'll kill you.
Oh, yeah. So fucking he lands. All of his boys like looking at him like, oh. And he comes in the room, he's like flexing, like, y'all see that? Y'all see that, right? But while he's bragging, Ice Cube runs across the club, chair. Knocks Michael Clark Duncan out. Knocks him out. Fucking knocks out another guy. Bam! Fucking dodges another dude. Bam! Ice Cube knocks out another dude. Starts fighting two other guys, and then they finally kind of all jump on him and get him down. They get him down. They throw him out the glass window out of the VIP. Right? So now everybody's kind of like, what the fuck? And they're talking shit. Yeah, motherfucker. Blah, blah, blah. Ice Cube gets up, without even looking, just pow, pow, just starts shooting. He slips, and this is the scariest scene in the movie to me. I don't know why it's so gritty, something so real about it. He slips while he's shooting. People are, now everybody in the club's scattering, right? He's shooting this level. He slips and just keeps shooting while he's slipping. It's the scariest thing you've ever seen. See, literally this is like, oh, that's what people do.
Oh yeah. Also, Jesus, what's this reaction?
This is a dude who will rape somebody.
Yeah.
It's literally, remember the early in the scene how gritty that was? I was like, oh, he was gonna rape that woman. This is that kind of person.
I forgot that happened.
Some people have this kind of like focus.
I regrouped and then I lost the regroup. All right. Whoa. I forgot. Yeah, this is a bad guy.
So yeah, that he was a bad guy in this.
Yeah.
So he's fucking shooting people.
Oh God, he's gonna end up killing the cousin, huh?
So, oh dude. So blah blah blah. He's shooting the club. Debo's in this also, but he has no lines. He's literally just Debo from Friday.
Okay, yeah.
He's in this.
Okay.
Also, The Dark Knight. I could say Debo from The Dark Knight.
And then he wha-pow.
You remember him in The Dark Knight?
No, what did he do in The Dark Knight?
I'm saying this, and you're acting like you didn't give me the like, because I'm like, you should have gave me that.
Yeah.
He's the main scene in The Dark Knight, dude. The two boats have to flip the switch.
Oh, and he throws
it out the window.
Out.
Come on, baby. Debo from The Dark Knight. This is the reaction I wanted. Thank you. I was waiting for it. But you didn't give me that. I was like, I don't think he remembers the scene.
No, not at all. So he just working bam.
Huh?
Punches him.
No, I mean, kind of like knocks him down, knocks the gun out of his hand. Kind of thing, right? So everyone's running out the club. Bernie Mac's walking around his abandoned club. It's like, they fucked up my church. They done fucked up my church, you know? Jamie Foxx and Diamond are outside making each other laugh about how the club got shot up and how ratchet the club is. And Jamie Foxx cracking jokes. He's being silly. And he walks her to her car, and then he asks for a number. She's like, oh, no, I'm not. I don't know about all that. But she's about this. I like you. You give me yours. And then he, like, really quick, he, like, pulls it. He already had it ready. He's like, here's my number. And then I got the house number. And then here's a page number. And if Ray answers, just don't ignore him, but just tell him to give me the phone. You know, and she's like, all right. She laughs. He gives her the thing. Diamond gets home. She walks upstairs to her door. Okay? Starts opening the door. She looks down. She notices a shadow walking up. She's like, looking at it. It's the weird guy from the club. Remember the weird guy?
Yeah.
With the glasses? And he goes, oh, so this is where you live.
Jesus, what is this psychological
She's
thriller?
Like, Marcus, get out of here. What are you doing? He's like, hey, Diamond. You know, he's like, I just want to see where your apartment was. She's like, get out. I'll call the police. He goes, why would you do that? I always follow you home to make sure you're safe. I do it every day. Sam literally, this is Sam, watch this. Oh my God. like visceral.
Yeah.
Because it did make you, because the guy is so, you knew he was weird the whole time, but just that line of, I always follow you home to make sure you're safe, is like, oh my God. Oh my God. So he starts running up the stairs like, Diamond, please let me in, please. And she's like trying to get in, she gets in and now she's trying to close the door and he's like holding it open. It's like, Diamond, please, I love you, Diamond, please. I'm giving you so much money. You owe me this. You know, he's like fucking freaking out. She's like, gotta get out of here. She finally closed it and locks it, right? She runs back to the room. She's like, Ebony's trying to break in. She opens her door. Ebony's fucking her ex-boyfriend.
She's not dead, but this is what a twist.
She stops. Of course, they're like, she goes, you motherfucker. She goes to dive at her to beat her ass. The boyfriend grabs her, right? She runs up. God, her ass is so great, by the way. I mean, you can't help but notice how sweet her ass is. She runs up and she runs into the bathroom, locks the door. Ebony, right? She's crying. You hear fucking the girl screaming, right? And the guy's trying to explain himself. Baby, please listen. You don't understand. You don't understand. It wasn't even like that. It wasn't like that. She said, it wasn't like what? I came in and you're fucking my fucking cousin? It's like, no, I came in and I wanted to get back with you, see? And then she's like, and she runs into the closet to go grab something. She's like, no, I want to get back with you. But then your cousin said she had a crook on her neck. And I was like, oh, I guess I got to rub it out. So while I'm rubbing it out, she shoots. He's like, oh shit. He starts running, right? She shoots like 2 more times. He gets out the house. She misses. And now, of course, Ebony's in the bathroom now screaming. So she goes up to the door. Open the door. Open the fucking door. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You ain't fucking sorry. Shut the fuck up. Always fucking somebody's man. That's what you know for. That's who you are. You fuck people's man. I'm so sorry. This is my fault. She's like, you know what? Stop crying. This is my fault anyway. I knew this is who you were. I'm the one who chose to love you. You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm done with you. I'm going to go to my mom's until I find a new place, but we're done. You hear a door close. Ebony comes out. Right then, bam, gets punched right in the face. Blood everywhere. The fuck you think? You're so fucking stupid. You think that I'm really sorry? Fuck you. Get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out. Right, so she walks out. Next scene. I love that. Dude, Sam was like, dude, that's crazy. I thought it was pretty gangster, too.
Yeah.
Her going, you thought I was fucking, what'd you really think? That I was going to be like, oh, it's all good?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave?
I like that. That's a baller move.
Baller
move.
So Diamond's studying. Her professor walks up. Right, she's studying outside, and they're talking. He's like, "How come you haven't been in my class in a week?" Blah blah blah. And she's like, "Oh, I just am embarrassed," blah blah blah. And he tells her he gets it, no pressure, you understand, blah blah. It's all good, but you're one of the top people in my class. I really like you. Here's a number for a BET network. I know they're looking for certain journalists or whatever. And she's like, "Thank you." He's like, "No problem." He's like, "But I'll see you in my class tomorrow, right?" She's like, "Yes." And they smile, they walk off, right? So the junior guy is finally having his bachelor party.
Right.
The one they've been talking about this whole time. So his friends are all there. They're saying how whack it is, blah, 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 because it's just a bunch of the dudes in a motel room. Literally, like Benji follows joke. Literally like 8 dudes just in a motel room, right? But hood niggas. Hood scary niggas.
Right. Okay.
So they think they're all watching porn too, and they think so they're just revved up. Hood niggas. And then they think more girls are coming, they open the door, it's just Ice Cube and the other dude, right? And they're like, oh, fuck. So it's just 2 more dudes. So they're like 10 dudes in this hotel room. So the blonde chick's telling Ebony, you need to hurry up and get here, blah, blah, blah. Hurry up, they're waiting on you. So Diamond and her son are talking, because Diamond's about to go on a date. Jamie Foxx is downstairs talking to her dad. They're all, and the dad is like, grabs his guns and takes him to like his little shooting range area that he has. And he's like, where are you taking my girl tonight? And he's like, just eating in a movie. Bam! Well, whatever you do to my daughter, I'm going to do to you. Bam, bam, shoots the like target thing in the dick twice and starts laughing. And Jamie Foxx is just like, what the fuck? Who is this guy?
Crazy person, clearly bad. Not a good dad.
No, this guy's not a good dad.
Yeah. This is just genuinely not a good dad.
Genuinely, this guy's not a good dad.
Yeah.
So Ebony finally shows up. All right. Junior's so happy. He's like, oh, what up, girl? Blah, blah, blah. You must be some new girl. I don't know you. What's your name? Ebony. He's like, oh, well, I'm Junior, and I'm getting married tomorrow. So you got to be extra nice to me. And she's like, okay. And then he brings her inside, and the room is just full of niggas. Oh, fuck it. They all get up, and they all start grabbing at her. Like hard, like viciously. You know what I mean? And then he's like, hey, chill out. Show the bitches some respect. Right? Hilarious. And then he starts arguing with Ronnie, the Ronnie girl. She's like, let her get ready at least. Oh, y'all acting like a bunch of dogs. She grabs her, she takes her to the room, they close the door.
Right.
And then the Ebony girl's like, damn, girl, those are a bunch of fucking hounds. She's like, yeah, I know. She's like, but you gonna do good. I promise you, they got money, blah, blah, blah. And they've been asking about you. And she's like, all right, but where are the other girls at? And she's like, I don't know. And then she lies to her and say they're all on the way though, right? And then she's like, okay. She's like, well, you gonna dance with me, right? And she's like, no, I can't dance for them. That's my, my cousin, and I know everybody else in there. I can't do that, all that shit, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, oh, what? She's like, okay. She's like, well, I mean, I ain't get no money for this, even though she got paid for this. The junior guy gave her money earlier.
Yeah.
She's like, I ain't get no money for this. So just, dance, make your money, girl. So she talks her into doing it. And she's like, all right, well, can I at least get a drink? She's like, here, I'll get you a drink. She's like, can you give me 10 minutes too? She's like, okay, I'll give you 10 minutes. And she's like, and can you call some other girls while you're out there in those 10 minutes? And she's like, girl, you need to shut the fuck up about these other girls and get this money. And the Ebony girl gets all scared, right? So Jamie Foxx is at the date. He's nervous. He's like, he keeps looking at his watch and be like, I'll have to get you back, blah, 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 right? She's like, you need to relax. What did my dad do to you? You know what I mean? And then right then she gets a call. She keeps getting a call on her cell phone.
Right.
Diamond. So she answers, and then she goes, stop calling me, girl. I have nothing to say to you. And then you hear Ebony go, Diamond, please. Hang up. And then Jamie Foxx like, who is that? And then she's like, oh, my cousin. She keeps calling me, trying to apologize. I don't want to hear that shit. Calls again. She answers. She's like, what? She's like, please, please, please don't hang up. Help me. Help you what? Just come get me, please. Come get you where? I'm at Junior's bachelor party. I'm at the Oak Court Motel by Airport 306. Just come and get me, please, if you can, please. Whatever. Hangs up on her.
Yeah, generally, if you're going to need help from someone, it doesn't help if you fuck their man.
Dude, it puts a damper in it.
Yeah, really makes them not believe you on stuff, huh?
I can see by how you're saying this movie, you're watching this like how Sam was watching this, where you're like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah. There's no real actual storyline in this movie, too.
But it flows.
Yeah, it's just one thing happens and leads to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you're never bored. The whole movie, I promise this. One thing you're never like, the whole time you're like, what?
Yeah.
So,
It's kind of like Friday.
yeah.
Kind of how he writes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like scenes.
Scenes. He does
scenes, but it's not like there's like a
Keeps
thin.
his movies from being boring. I'll give him that.
There's like a thin storyline
Yeah.
that makes everything tie together. Like this
That
one,
keeps
they're
the flow going.
This
Yeah.
one, they're both strippers.
Mhm.
But like, it's just like everything else is like, what the fuck? Yeah.
But there's no fat.
Okay.
If
I
that
get
makes
through
sense.
that. Yeah,
I
one
mean,
thing
there's
that's
been
not-
nothing. There's been nothing. I mean, you can tell you're listening.
Yeah, that's like we didn't need that. No, not really.
No,
Nothing I can think of.
everything's just going. You know what I mean? So Diamond's telling Jamie about she hangs up whatever. So she tells him about like what just happened. They laugh it off and kind of like go back to their date. He gets a brain freeze. They kind of start flirting, right?
Right.
Ice Cube cuts back to Ice Cube, bro. This nigga's just looking evilly. He's watching Junior watch the door. Junior's standing by the door waiting for the stripper to come out.
Mm-hmm.
He's just watching. He looks at his friend Ronnie. And he looks at his friend. He goes, "Hey, get Ronnie to go downstairs with you." And the friend's like, "All right." The friend gets up. He's like, "Hey, Ronnie." And he shows her this bag of weed he has. He's like, "Come on, let's go get downstairs and smoke this shit. I know you like this good." And she's like, "I'll smoke that." She walks downstairs. Ice Cube's like, waits till they close the door. He gets up. He walks over to the Junior dude. He's like, "Hey, yo, Junior, she'll let you fuck." He's like, "Word?" He's like, "That's right. Me and Clyde, we ran a train on this hoe 2 weeks ago." He's like, "Damn, for real? She's like that?" He's like, "Yeah, she is." He's like, "Bro, you should go in there and see what's up." "Damn, I should, huh?" He's like, "Hell yeah, you getting married tomorrow? You definitely should." He's like, "I ain't got no rubbers though." He's like, "I got you." Ice Cube pulls out a rubber. He's like, "Strap on, go in." He's like, "Bro, it's my lucky day." So the dude grabs the rubber, thanks Ice Cube. Ice Cube just stands by the door. He's just like this. No smile though. That's what makes it so. So he's listening. Dude walks in. She's naked. And he's like, "Oh, hey, I'll be out in 1 second. Can you just give me 1 second?" And he's like, "The real party's in here." Locks the top part. The chain part of the door. Locks that. She's like, "No, it ain't. It ain't no party like that, okay? I'm just dancing." He's like, cuts the lights. So now you can't see anything. It's just room's pitch black. You hear, "Junior, please let me go. Junior, let me go. Junior, kiss me, girl. Come on. Junior, please, you get married tomorrow. Junior." Bow. "Bitch, stop. Bow. Ah, bow, bow." Cuts, and now the camera fades back out. And now you're outside the door. All the homies are walking up to the door like, listening, right? Ice Cube's just like this. Hasn't changed his face. You hear this girl getting full on raped.
Jesus Christ.
Stop, Junior! It's Sam's crying like a baby.
Jesus Christ.
Makes you.
So not a comedy.
This isn't a comedy.
I think I've landed on not a comedy.
Took you a little bit, but you're here now, huh?
Yeah.
So she's screaming. I mean, bloody murder, screaming. Okay, Right then, the friends one by one are like, they leave. One by one, they all start walking off. They all leave.
Yeah, it's like,
This is whoa.
It's not what we wanted. Yeah,
dude. They all have that face too, like not like whoa. I'm out. So they all leave. The Ice Cube dude, he waits, and then he hears the Ronnie and his boy coming back up. So he goes and he meets him by the front, right? And he's like, "Hey, yo, Clyde, we gotta go." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "We gotta go." And she's looking at him like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "Nothing." He's like, "But hey, tell Ebony we agree with her. No means no." And he walks off. Dude, he's scary. He's scary.
He just set this all up for no reason. Just to do it.
Yep. Because he didn't like it because he didn't get the fucker, remember?
Yeah.
He didn't get to run the train on her.
So he's just like, I'm gonna get her raped and then get the other guy in trouble too. Yikes.
Dude, he's scary.
That's an evil. That's real evil.
He's real evil in this.
Yeah, it's real evil.
Also, the Ice Cube did a good job. He didn't break his eyes.
Yeah,
his eyes stay that dark, real dark. The whole movie, dark cloud over him. The whole movie. You feel it too from the first scene where he just doesn't want to be in the strip club.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this guy's kind of evil, kind of mean,
Jesus.
So the rape scene's hard. Like legitimately, like
Oh, it wasn't fun?
But no, I mean yeah, but this one's like they graphically put you there. They put you in the room. So Ronnie's like, what the fuck? So they leave. Ronnie goes and knocks on the door. Ebony. Ebony. Nothing. Junior. Nothing. Finally, door just opens. He comes out. He's all sweaty. He's putting his shirt on. He's like, what's up? What? He's got scratches all over his neck, bloody neck. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like, you know. And he's like, what's up, sis? He's like, what's up? He's like, thanks for the party. And then she's like, where's Ebony? He's like, she's asleep. Don't worry about it. Don't go in there. She's asleep. She's like, move, motherfucker. She goes in. You don't see her yet. You just hear the Ronnie chick. You see her. Oh my God! Oh my God! What did you do? What did you do? What? What you mean? What I do? I ain't do shit. What did she find? What? What did you do? This. She starts hitting him. She starts slapping. You fucking idiot! You fucking idiot! You fucked up! You fucked up! Oh. She goes and she grabs all her shit. She's like, let's go! Let's go! He's like, well, this ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. I didn't even do nothing. What? And he starts grabbing all his porn. She's like, leave that shit, you fucking idiot! Like, this is my shit. And then the camera slowly pans away from them, starts going into the room. You finally see her. Blood all over her face. Blood all over her tits. She's just naked. Blood on the bed. Dude, it's a shot. I'll give Ice Cube that. It's a shot, dude.
Oh, we were having so much fun earlier.
Sam. Just like, well, I thought this movie was just interesting. The fuck? Like, yeah, I know. So, cut to like time, like fades out, like time passes.
Right.
Diamond is walking in, like, man, I'm gonna go see what this girl wants, blah, blah, blah. Oh, the door's open, they open the door. She starts screaming, oh my God. Jamie Foxx is like, oh, he's shaking, like, oh, I don't know, what do we do? You know, she's like, call somebody, please, get something. Call someone. She's like holding her, and then she's still just like knocked out, just blood all over. You know what I mean? They're all panicking, right? Fades out again. Diamond now, with Jamie Foxx pulls up to the club. Runs inside. Ronnie and the Adele Givens are talking about her alibi. So I was in here the whole time, girl. She's like, I got you. I know you was here the whole time. Like, good, okay. Blah, blah, blah. Diamond walks in. Everybody get out. Ebony was raped at Junior's party. Everybody just looks at her. She fucking pulls out a gun. I said, everybody out. Everybody gets the fuck out. Even the Adele Givens girl looks at her friend and goes, call you tomorrow, girl. And just leaves, right? So she goes, hands the phone to Jamie Foxx. She goes, don't let anybody in this motherfucking room. He goes outside, closes the door. She walks up to her. Ronnie, I'm about to kick your motherfucking ass. Ronnie's like, well, first off, after I kick your ass, I'm going to do you just like how Junior did your fucking cousin.
What a line.
What evil.
What a line.
Evil. Some people are that. What's crazy is about a movie like this is like, oh, it's a movie. And of course, they play it up.
Oh, some people are that evil.
But people rape and people get people raped and set it up and all those kind of evil
and
things.
Totally not. Don't feel bad about it.
And if you were to come up and approach them about it, they'd hit you with the, what you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
So she says that line, and of course, Diamond takes her head and smashes it in a window appropriately.
Right.
That line might trigger somebody.
Yeah.
Few things trigger me. I would admit somebody said this to me after my cousin got raped. Yeah, that might get me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they start jacking. Now they're full on fighting in this fucking dressing room. Okay. Ronnie's now behind her trying to choke her out. She slams it on the back of the mirror. You know, they're fucking kneeing each other, punching each other. Bernie's trying to get in with Devo. Jamie Foxx got the gun on him. He ain't letting him in, obviously. You know, Diamond is now beating the fuck out this bitch. All right, because she's beating her ass. Like, she can fight. She's just whipping this girl's ass. She's stomping her with not heels on, but like just a little bit of heel on the bottom of the shoe. So I was like, ooh, that would, in real life, that would hurt. Stomping her, bro. Right in the face.
Oh,
I mean, she deserves it.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking her up.
Yeah.
So, you know, she does say one, like, it's because it's no lines. And then she says, it's bitches like you that make it hard for women like me.
Oh,
one more stomp.
All right.
Hilarious because she's a stripper.
Yeah.
It's like, you mean it makes it hard for another stripper? I guess.
Relax.
More, I think it's the hardest on Ebony, you know, the rape victim.
Yeah. It's not about you, I don't think.
I don't think this one's about you.
Yeah.
So she leaves her bloody body just on the floor, right? She walks out. On the way out, she stops, turns, and knocks out the Adele Givens girl, too. And then Bernie Mac catches her, like, you fired, Diamond. You fired, right? And then she's like, fuck you, Dollar Bill. She walks off. Right then, the cops pull up. They have the Junior guy in the back seat.
Right.
Got him quick. They pick up Ronnie, who's dazed and confused. They arrest her, and they arrest the Tricks girl as well, and they put them all three under rape charges. And John Amos is blah, blah, blah. The Bernie Mac's asking what they do wrong, and John Amos like, back the fuck up off me. It's a rape charge. This ain't no motherfucking game. You know, like we ain't friends right now, blah, blah, because they knew each other.
Yeah.
And he takes them away, right? So he goes out yelling, like, he want warrants, blah, blah, blah. Y'all can't be just coming up here. And then while they do that, Charlie Murphy sees him, right? And he goes, there he is, Dollar Bill. He goes, there's Dollar Bill. And then he's like, you want us to go get him, boss? And then St. Louis goes, no, I'll get him myself. And they go, really, boss? Yeah. Yes, sir. Cut to a guy in a wheelchair gets rolled in with a fucking rocket launcher. Not rocket, but like the things that shoots like hand grenades.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
RPGs.
So yeah, you know what it is, my nigga.
Yeah.
So got one. He's just the wheelchair guy goes in and he goes, anyone here don't want to get murdered? Get the fuck out. Everybody runs. He gives them like 2 seconds and then just starts shooting. Bow, bow, shooting right at, just blowing the fucking this club up.
Right.
Fucking this club up. You know what I mean? You know, it's everywhere. So Dollar Bill, he runs out, and while running out, he gets knocked out. Bow. But remember the dude with the shotgun at the beginning of the movie?
Yeah.
Grabs him, they throw him in the trunk. The Ice Cube and the Alex, they throw him in the trunk. They all peel off, right? St. Louis watches it all happen. And he's like, good. So he gets in his car, they put him in. He's driving off. As they're driving off, he goes, Charlie Murphy, stop the car. Yeah, boss. Do something to make me feel better. Ooh, I got to do something that make you feel great, boss. He gets out, pulls out an actual rocket launcher. Blows the club up. Players Club explodes. All right? So Diamond says how, as the club's burning, I love the Players Club because it provided such a life for women like me. Crazy. I hated the Players Club because of the hole I've seen all the women get sucked into. I think that's the more of a thing you should lean on, Diamond.
Yeah.
Less of the whole positive lean and more on the whole what it actually does to people in real life.
Yeah, what?
Like the effects I've seen, every stripper that I've seen in real life where I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I think it's more this side. Where
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, there's nothing behind your eyes.
This isn't South Park. You don't need a happy ending.
We don't need a
That's
happy ending.
nuanced. No.
No, not at all.
All right.
So, cut to Diamond's at a shoe store, and Ebony's there. She's working, right? And these strippers are giving Ebony shit about, oh, why would you do this shitty job? Pretty much same scenario. Ebony, they cut to Ebony, and her face is completely, it's fucked up. Dude. Her face is fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this dude fucked her up for life. So she's really pretty in the beginning of this whole movie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then she's like, you know, and then she says like a witty line about like, well, you the ladies ain't working with much if that's all you stripping with, right? And then they kind of look at her like, bitch. And she kind of smiles. And her and Diamond and Ebony, they kind of look at each other and they smile. And then Diamond's like, hey, make that money, girl. And then Ebony's like, don't let it make you. But she's so fucked up, dude. She can barely get it. Voiceover. Ebony moved back to Tallahassee with her mom because she got raped and clearly
Yeah.
had to get out of the city.
Yeah.
Blue became a top DJ in the city. That's Jamie Foxx's character.
Right.
Ronnie and Trix got out of jail not too long, like, you know, a couple years after, and worked at another strip club called Sugar Daddy. Junior is just serving time for Ebony's rape.
The day before his marriage, huh?
Oh, yeah. He did not get married. That's what it says.
Yeah.
St. Louis still runs the South with his gang, Charlie Murphy, Terrence Howard, like all the guys.
Right.
The little man, the guy from the Alex Johnson guy who was talking shit the whole movie out in the front of the club, he now owns one of the biggest strip clubs in Chi-Town. I like that he's got a positive.
Yeah. Someone's had to end up happy.
Dollar Bill, they show him in the trunk as he gets thrown in the trunk, like, please.
Was never seen again.
Never seen again. As for me, you watch the news. The Players Club.
All right. Ridiculous ending. Ridiculous ending.
Dude, what the fuck movie did I just tell you, huh?
What is this? God, I don't know. What?
Dude, that rape scene's gonna fuck you up.
What the
As far as rape scenes though, bro, Pulp Fiction level gritty. Where you're just like, I looked at Sam was just crying during it because it was like, oh God.
Jesus
She's
Christ.
just screaming bloody murder for him to stop.
Good
also,
Lord.
the whole time it did put me in that place of, because this junior guy is a real guy.
Right.
He's a real human being.
Right.
How does one keep fucking during those kind of screams? Not
Yeah.
like, but you know those screams where it's like, oh, this person's screaming like they're about to die.
There has to be some sort of like crazy animalistic rage. Pure rage where you're seeing red.
Yeah, like almost blackout level rage. Like you're not even in the moment. You're
Yeah.
so primal.
Yeah.
You're so at the
You're
core
so
of
at
whatever
the
you
core
are.
of your beastness.
That the screams of like, please,
Stop.
please.
Ugh. Yeah.
The pussy's as dry as it could be. Blood, or I guess it's bloody wet.
Ugh. Nah, I don't even know.
I think about that kind of stuff. Like, is it bloody wet? Is it?
Probably not. I don't think that's how
Definitely they bleed. I mean, because it gets bloody.
Oh yeah, because it's like violent.
You're forcing it.
Yeah.
They're also you're not like sexist.
Yeah.
You're like, you know. He wrapped up at least. I mean, what?
That's Fahim's joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For that. But in this
Yeah.
scenario, he wrapped up
up.
at least. He did. Like I meant like
Jesus.
he did wrap up. But I do think about that because there's just serial killers. Rapists are a whole other thing to me. I guess because a serial killer, it's like the ones who like torture before they kill people. It's like, dude, just fucking kill the person.
Serial killers are on the same level as that.
I
though.
think the ones who torture, the ones who do anything that you're alive and they need that.
No, but all serial killers have this weird thing that gratifies them. It may not be torture, but it's also something weird.
Oh no, I meant the trauma that you're doing to the other person, like because the other
Right.
person's awake to say if the other person's like because some serial killers just kill you. You don't even know what
Yeah,
happened. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I meant the serial killer who's gonna get you, torture you a
Yeah,
little bit.
needs you to-
You're gonna
Needs the whole process of whatever
you're
the fuck.
screaming no, please stop,
Yeah.
and they're still getting off on that.
Yeah.
To me, that's the similarity that I'm curious about.
Right.
That, how do you get past that mentally? What block do you have that we don't have? I need it.
And that
And that for sure
is the Players Club.
is the fucking Players Club. Hey, thanks everybody for listening. We always love you guys, and come out again.
See you next
and
week.
See us next week. Oh yeah, just come to your YouTube and see us.
Yeah.
That's where we'll be.
Later.
Gang, gang, buzz, buzz.